People of goodwill, I welcome you to this evening's program. In the room here, I have Mazi Ashebe Paul. You all know him. Mazi Ashebe Paul, you are welcome.
Thank you, my sister. Almost hey Biafra.
Oh, hey Biafra. We must continue.
Almost hey Biafra.
So today we have some topic to treat. We have some questions and answers that I want to ask to my brother Mazi Ashebe Paul concerning the events, the recent events that took place. And also we have a very important topic that we want to treat today. The topic says, does Biafra have a political power in Nigeria? So I believe every one of us watching right now would have one or two things to contribute about this topic. So if you are watching us, please help us to share this broadcast. I think our brother is streaming it also. Share the broadcast so that we can conversate, have a conversation together. So thank you so much, comrade.
Thank you.
Okay. So my brother, first I would like you to introduce yourself, but let me do that first before you. Everybody knows me. Those who are following me, you know me already. My name is Ejiro. I am the face of Biafra. That's my page name. I am an Urobo speaking Biafran from Ureli, Delta State in Biafra land. Here I have my brother Ashebe Paul. Over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Almost hey Biafra. Greetings, Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Mazi Ashebe Paul, MAP Ezioku Bundu 1 in Biafra land. Like you all know, I'm a financial IPOB member and a hardcore for that matter. So I thank every Biafrans, wherever you are listening or wherever you are watching from. Please kindly share the video and invite your friends, because we are going to do justice to many issues. And I will promise you that this very broadcast will be very, 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 very interesting. And I will make it we have our sister here, our fearless Ejiro, the face of Biafran. And I believe you all know that we don't hide anything from anything evil. Cannot pass me without me trapping it and do justice to it. And we have come here to enlighten our people the importance of freedom and the reason why you need your freedom and the reason why you need to speak up at any given point, at any given time, without being fear or without looking face. So I will drop it here, and I would love you, every one of you, to share the video and invite, including the Fulanis, invite them, because they will get one or two things here today. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much, Mazi Ashebe. Yeah, fellow Biafrans, please, you just heard our brother. Share the broadcast, share it, please. We want you to be part of this interactive program. Thank you so much. So now I want to go ask a question to my brother. Recently, something happened, and of course, myself and our brother Mazi Ashebe Paul, we are one of those who were officially, sacked. So we are here to talk briefly about it. And also, like I told you, if you take a very good look at the topic, it says, does Biafra have a political power in Nigeria? We want to treat this topic because of the things that are happening right now in Biafra land. The politicians we don't really know what they are up to, but of course we know that they are working for the Janjaweed government. So we are going to treat some of these issues because some of our Biafran politicians have come out to speak to the world, to speak up. So we want to treat some of those videos also. So we welcome you, and we want you to follow, and your contribution, your comments are very important. We'll read your comments. Please try and be constructive. There is no insult. Don't insult anyone. So thank you so much. So my brother Ashebe, recently something happened. Of course, you're aware. We were publicly sacked or expelled by the leadership of IPOB. Of course, before they came out to announce it, I have already resigned. And but I know the reason why I decided to invite you, because I know how you have been standing for the truth. Despite some people are calling you that you are two-faced, you are hypocrites, that they don't know where you belong. But I strongly believe that the reason why you are doing what you are doing is because you stand just for the truth. You don't just stand, no matter what somebody is doing, because you are following or watching that person's video, or you will just say, okay, because I like this person, let me continue to defend that person, despite the fact that the person is going the wrong way. So when you do that, people will see you as hypocrites. They will see you as having two-faced, but they may not understand what you are really, the kind of person you really are. But I observe your kind of person, and I understand perfectly what you were doing. So now I want you to tell us, the viewers out there, how did you really feel when you heard the announcement? Because I saw that you weren't even sure that your name was mentioned, because when you sent me that message and I told you that you've not heard your name, that your name was also mentioned, and you were kind of shocked. So I want to know, can you please tell us how you felt when you heard such a pronouncement? So thank you so much. It's over to you.
Thank you. Honestly speaking, I was expecting my name to be called, because I got so many threats about that from some of the, let me use the word, errats, those that are defending rubbish. Sorry to use that word, because that is what it is. Yeah. Now, I was not that surprised, because before I was called, I have seen many people being sacked because they speak they talk the truth. So, and I'm not surprised at all. When I heard my name, I said, well, it's not a bad thing that they call my name and they say that they sack me. The only thing that surprised me is that they said I was sacked without giving any reason or anything in regard of the offense that I commit that required the sacking. Because first of all, when you say sacking, I will say, well, you cannot use the word sacking for a voluntary person, but you can use the word expel out. Because yeah, when you say sack, that means you have a contract with the person, or the person. You are paying the person. So, but when you suspend or you use the word suspend or expel, that is the right word, because you are not paying the person. So, as when they announced that very announcement, they made that very announcement, I was not surprised, because I have gotten many threats about the sacking, or I should stop speaking the way I am speaking, which I've told them to go ahead and expel me if that will make them happy. But that will not stop me from doing the work of God, because this Biafra restoration is a work of God. That is how I see it, and it's a voluntary work. So that's all I can say for now.
Thank you so much for that explanation. Yeah, talking about expelling someone, IPOB is registered as an organization right here in the Western world, in America, Canada, everywhere. So, like we know, if you are in an organization, I think there is a process for expelling or sacking, or to expel somebody from an organization. You would need, whatever may be the allegations that have been labeled against you, I think the leadership they are supposed to call the attention of that person. But it's not that they didn't do it that way. They just, maybe somebody, or from your country, or the person that is heading your unit or so, reported you, but they failed to call your attention, to hear from you. The same thing happened to me. Like here in France, I never got a call from them. Even myself, I dropped several letters to them that I want to see them. So do you think it's right for the way IPOB leadership is operating as an organization? Because IPOB is an organization. Do you think it's right for them to be hearing from one source before expelling the members? Thank you.
Well, first of all, I must tell you that the procedure they use to expel, I will use me because I can only testify of what I do and what I can only testify for myself. I cannot talk about other people.
Of course.
So I will categorically tell you that they follow the wrong procedure in my case. Why do I say so? Is because IPOB have a rules that is guiding them, and there is a procedure you will use to expel somebody. Before you expel anyone in IPOB, at least the person must get, maybe the person have done one or two things, and you have warned the person for the first time, and also send the person a warning. Maybe before you can expel someone, you must first of all suspend that person, unless you have a clear evidence that what the person did, the person have done something unforgivable or something unimaginable. Maybe the person have tried to, not even try, the person have sabotaged the struggle beyond the, like, for example, what Ejiro did, the one we call Udele. Yes. It's a very open case that this person is working against the IPOB and against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But in my case, since I joined IPOB up to today, nobody can come out with any proof or record that Mazi Achebe Paul have betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or betrayed IPOB in one way or the other. Because I have been in this struggle. I create my time, I use my money and my time every time to make sure that I create awareness for the Biafra restoration. So I will tell you that the procedures which the leadership use is a wrong procedure. It's not within the IPOB rules and regulation, because not even the national coordinator or any person have not called me to say, Mazi, you are committing this offense. Stop it. This is an act of insubordination, or this is against IPOB rules. So nobody have ever contracted me and say one or two things. So, and if nobody have done that, and the only thing, the next thing you hear is that you have been expelled, you have to give the reason, the offense of the person.
Exactly.
What did the person do? So it's an open challenge to the leadership. If they know, if any of them can come out and say that on so day, Mazi Achebe Paul, you commit this crime against IPOB. Because when you say IPOB, individual is not an IPOB. IPOB is made up of different peoples. And nobody can accuse me of sabotaging IPOB or not paying my financial aspect. Because like my zone here, if you miss meeting 3 times, they will remove your name. And that is, you are no longer a member. That is, if you don't come meeting for 3 months. Okay. That is the one we put here. And if you are not paying your monthly dues and you are coming to meeting, nobody will sack you. Nobody will sack you because you are not paying your monthly dues. But in the case of Mazi Achebe Paul, I have not missed any meeting, not even 1 month.
Wow.
Not to talk of not paying my monthly dues. So the only monthly dues that I will tell you that Mazi Achebe Paul have not paid in IPOB is January monthly dues 2022. Which means I am up to date till December. And the reason Mazi Achebe Paul did not pay January monthly dues is because our meeting have not hold.
Of course, yeah.
So, and now I hear that they have expelled me. I don't need to go there again because I have to respect the announcement. So that is all I have to say now. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Wow, it shows that you are a very dedicated and resolute member of IPOB. But anyway, Let me ask you this question. Do you see the sack or the spare? Do you see it as an intimidation or freedom to your right to exercise your right? What do you think about that?
I see it as an intimidation.
Okay.
Why I say so is that the person who formed IPOB, who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the person that we heard have his voice and we now join this fight to restore Biafra, have never one day left the Biafrans in darkness. Why I say darkness is you cannot be leading people without telling them any direction.
Exactly.
So, and when people start asking questions, you turn it as an attack or as an insult. That means you don't need freedom. Because when you say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and this is who kidnapped, this person is the person that masterminded the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the extraordinary rendition him. And that have left many Biafrans to start asking questions, and some people start raising accusation here and there. So I think it's the duty of the leadership to make clarifications on the area of kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just a family property, but it's a national property.
Okay.
So that is the reason. That is why when people now start asking questions, what happened to their leader, and you tell them to shut up, and you are using the power to intimidate them, not to ask questions what happened to their leader and what is going on. It's an intimidation, and that intimidation is what is causing the problem you are seeing today. Because when you intimidate person and the person know he loves Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and he wants his freedom, he will ask you to stop intimidating him or her. Rather, come up with a tangible reason or what happened to our leader. Because up till today, nobody can tell you, apart from the leadership, what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how he was kidnapped, and the rendition. What I can say that we are hearing is mere rumors.
Speculations,
so, speculations. And that is why I say that sacking people in order for them not to ask questions on what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they sacking them for not bringing ideas or solution how to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and restore Biafra. It's an intimidation to the people you are leading. So I see it as an intimidation, not the way forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that clarification, my brother. I do appreciate that. Yeah. Now talking about Iraqs, they call themselves media warrior. That's what Chika Edozim called them. We noticed that on 2 occasions, Mazi Chika Edozie commending the Iraqs that they are doing formidably well, that they should keep it up. But for Biafrans, we believe that the Iraqs are the people creating problem, because just like there was a time I watched one of your broadcasts, you were trying to illustrate the role of a father in a family. Can you please come up with this and tell us, what do you think? Do you think that it was right for Mazi Chika Edozie to have create this division? Because for him to be commending some people that they are doing a great job, and we know who these people are. So what do you have to say about this? Thank you.
Thank you. You know, like I tell people that a wise man will not watch his children fight each other. Rather, he will find a solution to settle the children amicably. What I expected from the Chief Edoziem, who is the head of Directorate of State, that is the HOD of IPOB, he is the highest in command in the absence of Mazen Namdekan, to do at the early stage. When I say the early stage, I mean when this issue started, because all this issue generated from Prince Darlington, which is Chukubikema Palace, when he raised alarm that Nene refused to send money and or many other things and all those things. I made the video, and when I watched Prince Darlington raise accusation upon accusation upon accusation, and I made the video, I call on Chief Edoziem to look into the issue of Prince Darlington, the accusation, and send it to Mazen Namdekan through his our legal team. That if Mazen Namdekan have already asked Nenyanya to send that money and Nenyanya refused, he, Chief Edoziem, as the second in command, have to suspend Nenyanya. But if Mazen Namdekan tell Nenyanya not to send the money and uphold her for that act, Chief Edoziem have to make it categorically clear to Prince Darlington to stop accusing Nenyanya with immediate effect, so that Biafrans will know what is going on. So, but that video, I was later accused of supporting. I was tagged evil. Why will I make such comments? I say no. So let me not go into deep on that very issue. So at this point, when the issue of Simon and other things rise up, and I saw many people like this one in Turkey and another person in South Africa attacking Simon Ekpa and attacking many things. As a human being, I study where the attack will lead, and I called on Chief Edoziem to not allow the issue to escalate. So I expected him to call everybody. Only one broadcast will put an end to everything that is happening by telling every media to focus on the real enemy. The attack must stop. That alone we solve every problem. And I expected him to, all the issues that is happening that time, he should take it inside. Being a leader, he has a cabinet. They will invite Simon Ekpa, invite other people. They will sit on a right table where others will not hear anything, and they will trash every issue out, and they iron it and they settle it amicably so that everybody will move on. But that didn't happen. Rather, the issue is he started praising the people that is creating this very problem, that they are doing great job, which I know that Mazen Namdekan, during the time of Mbaka, there is an utterance Mbaka made, and everybody were attacking Mbaka. Mazen Namdekan step outside and say that every attack on Mbaka should stop, that he is our own. We have to settle inside. He stopped that very attack. And today, Mbaka is speaking for Biafra. If Mazen Namdekan did not take that very step, I don't think that Mbaka will find his feet today to defend Mazen Namdekan and speak for Biafra restoration. So I think Chief Edoziem, as the leader of IPOB in the absence of Mazen Namdekan, failed as a father to unite his children. Rather, he now contributed in the problem of the family, because that is what caused all this attack you are seeing today. Because he takes sides by, I love this one, I don't love the other one. That make everything to escalate. So I see it as a failure in that area. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi Ashebe. Well detailed, well explained. Thank you so much. Now, for the ERAs to be commended, it means they have done something, or they have achieved something greatly that made the leadership to be, commending them. To you, or to Biafrans who are watching us, what are the achievements of these ERAs? let me put it the way Mazi Chika Edoziem put it. E-warriors. So what do you think are the achievements of these people? Looking at the family today, looking at IPOB today, do you think they have truly achieved anything positive or negative? Thank you.
Thank you. Exactly, they have achieved a lot, and 99.9% of the achievements are negative. They did not achieve anything positive to help their Biafran movement. Because why I say so is because when you look at the media warriors today, then you look at them 10 months back. Media warriors as 10 months before Mazinam Khan was kidnapped. We are preaching about Biafra restoration, and they were creating awareness. But when you look at what is going on today, there is no single platform. If you are not an IPOB member and you want to know about Biafra, and you want to know what Biafra represents, or you want to know about that leader of the world mass largest movement, you want to know about what they are, the people he left behind, what they are doing, you cannot get any single platform that you can listen and learn anything good about Biafra. When you go there, all you will be hearing is gossip upon gossip. And they are, one of the achievements is that they have made IPOB to look so irritating, and it look like a caricature movement. Let me use that word, caricature, childish organization. And when you see them behaving, most of the media warriors, you will forced to think if these people have any leadership that is educated at all. So their achievements have caused IPOB not to involve any high-profile, respected individual to come out publicly and identify themselves with the movement because of the fear of character assassination. Because that is what the social media have achieved. They have made the world to see that IPOB are not united, and they are sheep without shepherd, because the leadership help them. This is what I will tell you for now. Thank you. I'm not hearing you. It's like you mute yourself.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. So, in other words, you agree that you are telling Biafrans out there that the Iraqs have achieved negativity in the struggle. The negativity is the division we have today in IPOB, because we know that Biafrans all over the world, all IPOB families, there are problems everywhere, and people are being spared because of the negative job of the Iraqs. But they see themselves as heroes because the leadership is praising them. But we know that the leadership, since the leadership have failed, they themselves, they have failed. Because just like you rightly said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not do such a thing. He will not separate his children. He will not take side. But it has happened on his behalf. So that is the situation. Now, I want to ask you another question. I was watching one of your program when you were saying that Mazi Chika Edoziem has the right to to expel any member of IPOB. Can you please expatiate on this? Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. When I say that Mazi Chika Edoziem has right to expel anyone in IPOB, yes, he has the right as the head of Directorate of State, because the position he assumed now is a position that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer here with us, he will be the highest command. And as the highest command, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give him the mantle of leadership. So as a leader of this organization, because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to be outside today, he will be the one to give the order for anyone who have go against the IPOB movement to be sacked. So, and since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer here, Chika Edoziem take the position of that leadership, take the mantle of leadership. So as the leader of the movement, the eye of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as it is now, he is the right person to sack or to bring any person in IPOB as the leader. The only thing you will now tell me that you will look into it is he sacking people out of what will I call it? Out of jealousy or hatred, or people will now sit one place and tell him, Mazi, go and sack that person. He is not. He is doing somehow without investigation, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never one day sacked anyone without investigation. So Chike Doziem as the leader have right to sack, but he have to investigate to make sure that the sacking will not affect him and affect his own legacy, because we have seen many people who sack people wrongly. End of the day, those people, the spirit and the everything will be attacking them, and they will be expelled also in IPOB. They will be disgraced out of IPOB. So Chika Doziem has a right to sack anyone as the second in command of IPOB, because IPOB has a leadership, and who Chika Doziem is leading it in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay, thank you so much. So if he has the right to expel a member of IPOB, why is it that whenever it comes to Radio Biafra, it will be telling us that Oyendu is in control, that whatever he's saying, that it comes from Oyendu? So don't you think that you are kind of overrating him, that he has the right? When you say he has the right, are you trying to tell us that he does expel people without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu giving that order? Because he has made it clear times without number that he cannot decide by himself. So what do you have to say? Thank you.
Now, in that very issue, in every organization, there is a root of every, will I say tap root? There is some people that you will look like a tap root of that organization, which every one of us know. Even here in Europe, there are some people that before you can touch them, the power must come from above. And the IPOB is not an exemption of such thing, because there are some people that Chike Doziem need to consult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when those people have done something wrong. His power is limited towards such an individual. So he cannot tell you, I will sack the person with the power he has, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still alive. So he needs to call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu regarding the damage of the sack. If they sack the person, the kind of damage that sacking can bring to IPOB. So he needs to seek an advice from the supreme leader. And if the supreme leader is okay, sack him, take this plan to cover any leakage that will come out from the person. He can go ahead and do that. But if the supreme leader see that in his absence, they sack such an individual, the organization might collapse, or it might bring a more damage than they will be expecting. The supreme leader will say, okay, since I am not around, wait, don't sack the person or don't do anything, but take some certain steps to prevent the person from other things. And he will tell you that I don't have the power to sack such individual. So, but there is some individual he don't need Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to tell him to sack. He can use his power to do that, because he knows such individual don't have what can bring down the organization. So, and they happen in every government. So that is what I see in the area when he say he don't have power to sack some people, and he now turn and sack some people. It happened in a government. It's understandable. Thank you.
Okay, don't you think that is a kind of a discrimination
No.
in an organization that is fighting for freedom, equal rights?
No, I don't see it in that way. Why I don't see it in that way is this. There is let me use the ESN. For example, if ESN now, somebody is in charge of ESN, maybe the person alone know everything about ESN. I'm not saying that it's real. And the person have, Mazinam can have handed the person most at times because of people never turn up on time to select many people. And when you have a shortage of people and you can assign person to one or two things, and the person happen to be in charge of everything about ESN, in the absence of Mazinam, don't you think that if you sack such person when there is no plan how to recover everything the person has in his hand, the person can use that to work against you? So at this point, you need to apply knowledge in terms of sacking some individual. So that is what I see there, not a discrimination. But I believe when Mazinam comes out, every person, both the ones they have sacked and the one that is not yet sacked, Mazinam will go through everybody's case to know who is wrong and who is right. Because even if they sack you wrong, and Mazinam can find out that you were sacked wrongly, definitely he will give the order to call you back. That is what I see there. Thank you.
Okay, Comrade Bright, what do you have to say about this? Do you see it as a discrimination, or I don't know? Because some people are, it seems like some people are more, but he has just explained his own views. So what do you have to say about this? Unmute yourself, please. Oh, I muted you. Oh.
Yeah.
But please, can you please introduce yourself before?
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your area of existence. My name is Osai Bright. I'm from Abavo Kingdom in Delta State, Ikasa local government of Biafra land. Abavo Kingdom is Biafra land, and I'm a son of the soil because that was where I was born. And apart from that, my father, my mother, were born there, and their parents, their ancestors, they were born there too. And my family have also contributed their own little way to the survival of Abavo Kingdom, and their friends and families and extended family who fought for Biafra have also fought and defended the Biafran struggle. Those are my ancestors, and that is what I represent. So today, we young people try to take the mantle to revive Biafra from, from the imperialist, from the infidelity of the British fraudulent organization they created to, gazette and hijack the future of Africa and throw us into oblivion. Today, we have youths like us who are running the office of Ipob. These people have presented themselves in the face of the world like people who have the ability to give and take life, just as the zoo, the fraudulent organization they call Nigeria, have done. They are becoming so very autocratic. They are becoming a totalitarian. They have become, I don't know, the public opinion and public interest are no longer viable. You cannot challenge them. You cannot condemn them. You cannot interrogate them. You can't hold them to account. And, it is very sad that a young person will act in such regard. They have even acted as if Nnamdi Kanu is no longer alive. In their actions, they try to silence the presence of Nnamdi Kanu in Biafra land, so that the government will have him treated like a one-man standing, whereby there are almost 70 million people who are standing by him and with him, who are ready to take bullets.
Hello, comrade outside. I don't think you get the question. I ask a question. Yeah, just treat it, please.
Yeah, you asked, from what I heard, you were asking if the actions of the chief of Ipob is whether it's right what he's doing by sacking. Why
is it that some people cannot be sacked while he has the right to sack others? He cannot sack everyone because some people according to his Paul Ashebe's explanation, that there are
That
people that.
That is why I have to go this far, because I judge
Okay.
Chike. I love Chike Doziem very much. I love that he put himself in that position when our leader is not there. But then it's a character assassination, which is a very grievous offense to any organization. When you are asking this kind of question, why I said I judge him by his comment, he said that he have no right to sack anybody. He didn't mention that there are certain people who he has right to sack. He said it very clearly in his interview. And that is why I like when I'm talking, so the way we act, we put other people in danger and exonerate other people. That is also character assassination. You prejudice some other people and you present some other people as if there is no jurisdiction that will try them for their own errors. That is unacceptable. That is quite unconscionable, because Chike Edozie have made that statement just the same way he said that they have every fact of the person who sold Nnamdi Kanu. And people can still come out and ask you who's selling Nnamdi Kanu. And we have a leadership in the Ipob. So it doesn't make sense, because something are not adding up. We have to, I don't know how we are thinking. I don't know if I'm the one that is insane or is this set of people, but we have to face reality. I mean, Ejiro, if I start digging deep on how, do you want to tell me that these people are fighting for struggle? Let me tell you, if I want to analyze for you how struggle are being fought for, you will. These guys are not taking risk. These guys have not written the history of Ipob and the history of Biafra. They have not taken any death of any Biafran. You take the picture, the date, the village, the time, at which it happened, you keep them in a book. You take the ones that have happened before, you publish this book in bulk. Share it to every maximum authority from everywhere in the world. So that when Nigerian government, so that what happened before, that will not repeat itself. Because before the Biafran war started, our people were being slaughtered. And they were diplomatic lies that was sold against us. They were media lies from CNN, from BBC, from Al Jazeera, and so forth, and so what have you. Just like the Al Jazeera have even tried to perpetrate, to turn us to a terrorist organization. I don't blame them, because that is what, when I told you about the grievousness, the adverse effect of character assassination in a struggle like this, you won't believe me. They have presented ESN as if ESN are terrorist organization, and the government are going for them bloody light, killing them.
Thank you so much.
To kill him. So that's why I wanted to go that deep, just to come back to this very question that I just answered. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, talking about IPOB one family, when this Mazi Chike Edoziem announced names of people, we now saw that some people, in fact, that one family, are we just saying it for saying sake, or do we really practice love, true love in the family? Because I must say this, the reason why I embraced this struggle was when I heard the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I saw how he was preaching about coming together, unity, discipline, etc., etc. And when I joined, I saw the love was there. The love was there. People were, they know there's a leader that is leading. Everybody, everything was going smoothly. But when they announced the names of people who were expelled, it was there I said, wow. So these people were pretending all those why. And now they started sharing our pictures. Saying sabos have been expelled, etc., etc. So, Mazi Ashebe, do you think that the word IPOB one family, what do you think? Is it real, or are we just faking it up? How can somebody just wake up one morning and you hear that your one family, somebody that you always is a slogan, in fact, IPOB one family, and that person, you just heard that the person was expelled. You don't even bother to care to call the person or to ask why will this person be expelled. You will be jubilating. Why are they jubilating as if this we are enemies or we are Fulanis. You understand? So is there really love? This one family. What is the meaning of IPOB one family? For God's sake, please, can you explain? Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. You know, there is some words that is so deep. When you say IPOB one family, I will say that 90% of the IPOB members don't know the meaning of one family. And there is no love in IPOB. You know, like why I say so, IPOB to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is one family. And in the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there is love and there is unity. But the people that involved Mazi Nnamdi Kanu surrendered himself with, when they see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and see IPOB, the two things that comes to their mind is money and the power. That's one family. None of them know the meaning of one family. None of them know that one family meaning unity, togetherness, and oneness. They are not interested in uniting the family. Every IPOB member today, starting from the DOS to the last person, everybody have, not everybody, most of them have evil agenda of becoming, once you're a coordinator, you don't like any other person to grow above you. You will like so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you will be the next to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that they will be calling your name on Radio Biafra, that you are doing great. For that, any other person that is coming up, you will like to put third on the person to fall, so that only you will remain. So why they cannot investigate those the people that they sack is because those people are praying for you to fall, so that them can be there. Have you asked yourself, why is it that under 6 months, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped? There is a lot of blackmailing everywhere with recording. If you are not planning to blackmail me, you cannot, when I call you to discuss normal discussion, you will not record me. But because you know tomorrow you will like to blackmail me, that's why you will record my conversation with you in the absent. So any person, when you check, you see that most of the IPOB people, including the one that are on media, they are all blackmailers. That is to tell you that they don't have that mind of one unity or love. Because if you love me, you will trust me. If you trust me, you will not think of blackmailing me tomorrow. So what I see there is that the IPOB one family is the only person that can uphold that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and a few other people. Those that are genuine are being pushed out, labeling them some names. For you to remain strong, for you to go far in IPOB, in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you must be a cunning man by hiding some certain things and say, just you get what we call eye service. Malicious laugh. You will become a pure hypocrite. I will laugh with you and they go back and do evil thing against you. So I don't see anything like one big family unity or love in IPOB. What we see there is hypocrites. And that is why you see the blackmailing and everything going around. I must tell you the truth, because I love to say the truth, so that if I will be sleeping, I will sleep with a clean conscience. If I want to go and join my ancestors, not now, but in the next 100 years, so that I will be happy and I will not think if I have offended any person. So if you know what I am telling you out of experience. Even some coordinators will not like your zone to grow past their zone. I know some of coordinators who have gotten sacked because of their zone is doing well and the coordinator is doing well. Another coordinator will report at bad thing against the person and they will sack the person. And the zone will be closed. Not for them. They are not doing it to take over your zone, but they are doing it so that it will go down. so that they will not hearing about it, so that you will not be better than him. He will. That's why you will see many coordinators spend 10 years in 8 years in coordinators with 4 members in a city where there is a lot of people, because they keep on lying. Lies in IPOB is 10 times more than the truth. That's all I have to say now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have to, I think we'll go a little bit deeper in this particular question. Yeah, talking about trying to bring, somebody will try to bring you down because he wants to climb. So it seems is a tradition in IPOB. Now, you know, something happened about, if I'm not mistaken, 6 weeks ago or more, 2 months. Now, there is this kind of a new law in IPOB that anybody that is preaching or that is sharing a Simon's video should be expelled or removed from any IPOB group. And there is a code that they are using now to really divide the family in total. So this code is, they would write DOS/IP Mazunamdi Kanu. Then they will say, if you are for DOS/Mazunamdi Kanu, you have to type it. If you don't type it, that means you are against. So there is a trick there. They know that everybody is definitely for Mazunamdi Kanu. So if you are somebody in that platform that you are not agree with everything that the leadership is doing, eventually you will be forced to type DOS/Mazunamdi Kanu. And if you refuse to do that because you want to preserve your dignity and your the truth, you want to preserve the truth that you truly stand for, eventually they see you as somebody that is sabotaging the struggle, they will remove you from the group. Now, this thing started from one comrade, one IPOB, one of the ERATs who started this whole problem. I'm going to play this video, and after playing this video, I will ask a question, because it seems that the DOS are, just like it is happening in Nigeria today. We have Buhari, who is leading people like Wole Soyinka, you know, all these, you know, intellectuals. Buhari, who doesn't even have a primary certificate, is the one ruling these people. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's the same thing that I'm seeing since Mazi has been kidnapped. So this person, I don't want to call her name, is Lai Mohammed, that's the name I gave her. She gave an order to the DOS to carry out this order, and this order is being implemented. So now I will play the video, then I will ask you the question concerning this video. So let me play it. Listen very, very well, attentively.
National coordinator are not the ones in charge of finance in IPOB.
Is it loud enough?
Said, or whatever that person said, you have to disregard it. That is it. Mazi, IPOB national coordinator, regional coordinator, state coordinators all over the world must start to do cleansing, sanitization, sanitize. Anybody in our forum, in our group, who are taking side with this criminal, we have to remove them from our midst. Remove them from our midst. Let us know how many that is remaining. We won't know how many will remain. It's better to be few and very, very strong, and to be multitude, or to be plenty and have no vision on vision, or you have no saboteur in our midst. I'm putting in that to IPOB leadership at like the DOS. Now work with this. Give the direction to IPOB principal officers, to the level of PRO, to the level of secretary. They should put their eyes on ground. Those of them went there for WhatsApp group. They should put their eyes on ground. There's no time to waste anymore. There's no time to waste anymore, because the most dangerous thing is to be among saboteur. When you are among saboteur, whatever you are doing, not then go front, not then go back. Let there be sanitization all the way from Africa to Europe, to America, to UK. Everybody must stand on their feet to do sanitization, because the mission of this people is for our leader to be remain in the DSS dungeon, for him not to tell us what happened in that place.
Okay. I hope you heard the video, everything that she said, the voice. Was it clear enough? So this was 2 months ago. 2 months ago, and eventually the DOS started implementing it. What do you have to say about this?
You mean me?
Yeah, you, Mazia.
You know, that very message is very clear, and is a way of it's like when like you just said, Buhari leading the type of Soyeka, them, and other professors of different men that matters, and an illiterate is leading them. So, and for someone, what I see there is that if they are truly following that voice, because that is what I believe they are following, they are making a great mistake, because many people are asking for what happened to their leader, and people are talking to make sure that their leader comes out. So you sacking person for saying that he wants his leader to be out and to know what happened to his or her leader shows that you have hand in the kidnapping of that person's leader. So I think it's a very great mistake from the leadership to be implementing such nonsense, because it's not a good record. And that is why when if I'm in a group and they ask me to type if I stand with the DOS or those things, I will type I stand with the DOS. And there is no any saboteur, real saboteur, that when you ask that question will tell you that he is against DOS. Because the person will be with you so that you will be getting information, everything you are doing. But shows that the leadership don't have the brain to know that the only person who can come out openly and tell you that I disagree with what you are doing is person that is genuine. A saboteur is like when a spy remains the most obedient follower in any organization. For you to become a good spy, you can never argue with the leader, the person you are spying with, because if you argue with him, the person will suspect you. So the how to detect a spy is when you tell the person, oh yeah, go and knock your head on the wall, the person will go and knock it. Anything you are doing, the person will not ask you question. The person will remain, because you will not say, oh, this person has been good and he's loyal, he's straightforward. Not loyal, straightforward. He is getting information to give to the people that is important to them. So that is the only thing DOS don't know. Coming out to ask person where you stand, where you don't stand, is chasing away the good people and moving forward with the saboteurs. And that is why you see the killing of ESN and the killing of Biafrans. And that is why you see they are bossing our people, because they have sacked those people that say the truth and leave the evil ones. And that evil ones are the one leaking everything to DSS. Ask yourself, who told the DSS that Adamas Namdekan Adansuka is about to travel out? And how do the DSS know? Is this all this kind where you belong and this thing? DOS, the leadership have not sacked the real saboteurs. The real saboteurs are still working with the leadership. And before they will realize their mistake, it might be too late. But thank God that a person like me, I'm still out here. Person like you are still out. Person like Bright. Once I notice it, whether they announce my sacking or they not announce it, I will speak it, because that is my duty. So thank you, my sister. I don't see the other. What I call her is a female ekuke.
What did you call her?
Yes, female ekuke.
What does it mean? Because it's in Igbo language now. Explain to me, but my own is in English. Like Mohammed, somebody that can cook stories and fabricate it, sell it to the audience, and they will fall.
Female ekuke is a native female dog. All those small dog when they say they will do chekele for grand.
I don't ask you before whether you stay worried before. You get mad. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you so much. Comrade Bright. Yeah, I want you to comment on this, because on our platform, there's a platform, it's a data state platform, IPOB data state platform. They implemented this thing perfectly well. They removed people who are hardworking people. They removed them, although me, I quitted immediately I resigned, I quitted some of these groups because I was feeling irritated by the way how arrogant some of those people controlling the platform. They are very arrogant. So I couldn't stand this kind of people. I quitted. But there are people who refuse to be manipulated. They said they stand for DOS if DOS is doing the good thing, and they stand against DOS if DOS is speaking against the voice of the people, and eventually they remove them. So what do you think? Do you think we can get Biafra in this way that we hate ourselves so much, fighting ourselves? These people who think that they are the qualified Biafra or the genuine IPOB members, can they give us Biafra? Thank you so much.
The thing is, you know, I was reading comment here. So, Ejiro, I read almost everything that people wrote here. I saw what people are, and it's very sad that when you are trying to join hand to help to make things work out for all of us, some people start seeing you in a bad way. Probably they want to be in charge. They think they know it better. In struggle for freedom, it doesn't take one person. It takes a village. It takes everyone to do this. And that is why from coastal region, when we are broadcasting from the coast, we always tell people, try to, you know, share this love, and if people from coastal region, if they join our platform, we always welcome them and tell them that we hope that they find love in this family. So these people who are I mean, trying to damage the effort of hardworking people, it's not good. It's not going to give up Biafra. The thing is, it's very obvious. Even some top people, somebody you should be, you should look up to. They've been here jumping from one social media to another, trying to sell a different idea from the struggle. And this thing has eaten deep into this struggle, and this is what the enemy wanted. A lot of people have called me and they said they are giving up. And some of these people, they are doing this thing too. They brought hundreds of people into this struggle. Their campaign, their effort have lured a lot of people into this struggle to fight for Biafra. I'm telling you, these individuals are people who are even ready to take bullet for this struggle and for Nnamdi Kanu. And they are being treated this way. And when sometimes me too, I got heartbroken and I feel bad. I wish I can talk to Chike Doziem. I wish I can even talk to Nelly and so many of those people, but I can't. I don't have that power. I wish I have a spirit to unleash. I wish I'm a witch, as in to transfer this spirit of love, this spirit of oneness, this spirit of unity, togetherness into every one of us. I will do it because I know that is what is going to give us Biafra. If we start acting autocratically and people do not have right to challenge what they think that they needed their questions to be answered, they needed their mind to be clarified. When you come out to do this kind of thing, they sack you, they call you some names that you would not like to be called, and they treat you like a piece of shit. This is not going to give us Biafra. What is going to give us Biafra is if the office of Ipob realize that they are dealing with human being, and what we are fighting for is for human being, and then that every life of this human being that call themselves Biafrans are very, 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 very important for us, that even when Biafra come, anywhere they find themselves, anywhere they live, Biafra is ready to put up armies that will be ready to go in for these people. Anytime they are in danger, they will be very 100% ready to rescue these people, to go for them, to die for them at all costs, because of the love that brought the Biafra in. But if this love is not there, because what we are showing now is division and enmity, and the people who are orchestrating this thing are supposed to be the people who make things right. If Chike Doziem had come out at the time that our leader was kidnapped and illegally rendered to the zoo, these agitations will not be on ground. Any leader who do not listen to agitators, any leader who takes comments as offense, as an attack, is not a leader. Any leader who quickly get raged because of a sad comment or because of a sad video from another person who is trying to, who felt that he is not being listened to, try to challenge the people in power to say something that will clarify his emotions and his tensions, start seeing this act as an attack, is not what to be a leader. I mean, if not the people, who are you? If not the people of Biafra, who are we fighting for? The Biafran people must understand that our struggle is for the people of Biafran people to be free from the bondage that the damnable zoological republic, the British colony, and their entire generation that will suffer more than 100 million times of what we have suffered, have put us into. The fraudulent organization, they use the blood of our ancestors. They must know that this is why we are out here, to save our people from this dungeon. And if these people are reacting to what they fear, that this is very, very much not very good to us, we have the right to challenge. We have the right to hold you to account. It is your responsibility to respond to agitators in a very polite manner as a leader. And then let me ask you, Ejiro, there are several organizations that sprang up when our leader was kidnapped. These organizations and these groups wanted to help. And if I may ask you, how much have Ipob given to organizations like Umuada? Have Ipob ever come out to ask, is there any people who are willing to support this struggle? How much have these people trying to invest into these people's life? What are the strategies of Ipob? What does Ipob have any project that because I'm reading comment now, that's why I'm making this very one. Some people are telling me that a command and control, blah, 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 a military, because you don't know how to fight war. If somebody like you use this mentality to go to war, Chike is going to send all of you to your death. Because you don't want to use you want to fight war, you don't have food, your people are suffering. I know we are at war, we know, but we have to plant strategies on ground. We have to have food, we have to have water, we have to have medicine, we have to have allies, we have to sell the suffering, that we have to publish the book for Biafran people, what we have been through, the lies that have been told about us, how those lies were told, the history, how the championship of our past heroes, and the contribution and what they attempt to correct. This thing will arrest every young Africans, because that is what Biafra represents. Biafra is going to be the only nation that is being fought and created by African people. It is the only country that has the African dream. And that is why the European and the entire enemies of Africa who have taken our future into their hands have deemed fit to suppress us for. And we, these young folks, have said, no, we can't continue like this. Let us make it right. And somebody like this person is coming to write this thing. Do you think that if you go to face Nigeria, do you think you have enough firepower to fight them? When the British are building much more anti-tanks and tanks, Spitfires, that will come and siphon all our territories. We don't have guns, we don't have nothing. If you want to fight people, you have to develop what is like 200 times higher than what they have. And when you want to do this, it has to be covered, it has to be... We haven't put out in on ground, and somebody is here telling me nonsense, that Ejiro is follow the command and control regime or for a business organization, not for a struggle. The only person who have right to exercise the command and control is the commander-in-chief of this. A DOS, the Department of State is not the commander-in-chief, because even if the commander-in-chief is arrested, he is still alive. When you act on his behalf, then you have assassinated him. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that clarification. There is one question I want to ask. I would say is a tough question. I think this question is also one of the reasons why a lot of people are, kind of worried about the insecurity in our land. And even within the Europe, there's a kind of insecurity, some insecurity statement coming out from some of the Iraqs. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when Chika Edozie said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one that gives command, I want to ask a question. Does it mean that if, for example, a command is given on Radio Biafra by Mazi Chika Edozie, and eventually the people, Biafra people, decided to, let me just say, maybe go to bank, to places, to government officials, offices, start removing Biafra, Nigeria flags and all that. I just want to use this as an example. Will the DSS, the government now, would they not try to use that against Mazi based on the fact that it has already been announced in the public that Mazi is the one that gives order? Or do you think that it is wise for Mazi Chika Edozie to announce such in the public? So what if he gives an order like, and the people, the government now started using it against Mazi? You are the one that is giving this order. So look at what happened in Biafra land. Look at what the people did. You are the one that gave this order. Do you think it's a good idea for Chika to have announced it in the public that Onyendu is the one that gives order? Mazi Echebe is, for you, please.
Okay, thank you. When Mazi was kidnapped, there is a video I made. And in that video, I said that Chika Edozie should assume the mantle of leadership. Why I say so is that I must tell you the truth. You see, the recent 15 count charges that they labeled against they bring to our leader. IPOB have chance to quash that charges not to come up because what I see there is that Chika Edozie is afraid to take the mantle of leadership. He is afraid. He don't have the lion heart, because what I expected Chika Edozie to do at that very point is to let the zoo know that they hold our leader, but we will still march to restore Biafra. That does not make that our leader is not the highest command. As it is, the highest command is in the hand of enemy. Chika Edozie should take that position that he's using to expel people now to activate in freeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because you cannot assume the power for sacking and relinquish the power for when it comes to acting. For example, when the one of the count charges, the number 10 of it said that Mazi Nnamdi can call for civil disobedience. If Chika Edozie did not involve the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name in that call for sit at home or during the election, you will not put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there. If he has stand that Biafrans, Biafrans are calling for sit at home for their leader, and in fact, it is not for their leader to be released. The name our leader should be released should be even taken away for Biafra referendum. Because the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration. For you to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a total freedom today, not to bring him out of DSS. Bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of DSS is endangering his life more than as it is before. Because when you bring him, where will you keep him? In Afaruk, where there is no security.
Exactly.
Or which area? So I expected the leadership of IPOB to let the zoo government know that they have what it takes, the quality of leadership, to fight for the release of our leader and the restoration of Biafra. They will be giving every order, even if the order is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They will not make it look like the order is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They will make it look like they are the one masterminding everything. They will take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name out of it, and they will march until Biafra is restored. Everybody know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader. and he's doing everything. So you endanger the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by letting the DSS know that he is in DSS to give you order. That will make DSS to mount more monitoring camera or anything to get the info you are he's giving you. And that alone has shown to your enemy that, like what Lai Mohammed said that with Joy Bokwe, Joy Bokwe said, arrest the head, cut off the head and the body useless. Arrest the leader and the followers will run away, will scatter. Exactly. The leadership have showed the enemy that with that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB cannot have one stand. And they have demonstrated that by sacking innocent people because of their own ideology, instead of standing as leadership, which they are, to do the rightful, the needful. And they failed in that area. So I must say that some of the charges leveled against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu it come from the leadership, in fact, because you're supposed to stand, face the consequences, put it on you. But he is afraid of being declared wanted or being rendition, and he wants freedom. You are afraid of being targeted to be arrested, and you want freedom. How can you get the freedom? Yes, freedom don't need a woman heart. It needs a fearless man, a man with a, you get what in our language we call it obiago, lion heart, heartless person that is fearless. When the person will be speaking, you will be hearing the person's voice. You are not seeing the person, but you will be vibrating where you are listening. I was expecting Chike Doziem for his voice to be more dangerous and more strong than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Where even if it's 5 minutes that he will make a broadcast, it will be very hot. And before you come out to say a word, you must know what you are saying, not the one you will calculate today and tomorrow you will tell me we have cancelled it without any tangible reason. So there's a lot of things that go wrong way. So that is the only thing I have to tell you now, that the leadership still have the chance to amend the mistake, take the responsibilities of leadership without endangering the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more. Everybody, even a child in the womb, know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the supreme leader and the highest order that lead in IPOB. But as a people who you claim that you are working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, supposed to have a blueprint of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's draft.
Yeah.
To be carrying everything out without going there. Because do you know that giving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu feedback in DSS dungeon is is very, very risky, because you don't know the kind of device they mounted everywhere. So when you are whispering it, maybe you think you are whispering.
Yeah, exactly.
And when the DSS act, you will not say someone give them this thing, the informant. Why you are the one who gives the informant? So I don't have much to say on that. That's all I have to tell you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Now, what I want to say add to this is this. I think it would have been better for Biafrans. I want to contribute to what you just said. If Biafrans were the ones taking these actions without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being involved, without involving his name, that is the one that gives order from the dungeon. Because the day I heard that thing, I was like, wow, how can we say a thing like that? I knew that they will use it against him. And today, when we talk about could this be the autopilot to talk about? Meaning,
no, the order. Sorry to interrupt you. The order should come from Chike Doziem, not every Biafran.
Yes, from him. But without announcing to the public, without announcing to the public that he's getting command from from our supreme leader. Because by so doing, you're already telling the enemies that anything that happened in Biafra land he should be held responsible, because he's the one giving the order. But like when people are in position, they feel they know too much. So for me, that day I heard that announcement, I was like, wow, this is dangerous. It's not supposed to be pronounced in the public. Even if he has things to clear to Biafrans, they would have, analyzed it or share it in the family meetings without coming to the public to tell Fulanis that the person you are holding is the one that gives order. I don't have the right to do things by myself. You understand? So, Comrade Bright, I would like you to touch this a little bit. Thank you.
Okay, Ejiro, thank you so much for this. This is one of the most greatest opportunity to talk to our people about these issues. I'm here for you, for us, and for everyone, including for Chike Doziem and everything. Why we are challenging him to do what we think is the right thing to be done, because he's not a man, he's not the owner of knowledge, and he have acted very sheepishly in the time past. So he should, gather the house together, put the house in order. That's what we are asking for. And then you see those statements he makes keep putting our leader in danger. When you make such statement, you are telling the zoo to torture our leader. They are pressurizing. I don't know if I have been to prison. I've been in underground prison for close to 6 months. I know how it feels there. I know how it feels. Even if they ask you to curse your mother, you will. You may say you may feel too stubborn, but when they put something in your body, you will. And these people that are calling Sabo, if they hold them now, put bullet in their dick, they will betray their ancestors. And they will tell you, be calling you Sabo here, and you are writing rubbish here. You don't know what you are writing. So when our Chike Doziem make that statement, it was absurd, because our leader is there, and you are now the face of Biafra, the face of Ipob, to direct the affairs of Ipob. A leader doesn't start condemning people, when ever Buhari come out to say something, because people know that he doesn't have anything useful like before. After many challenge of their condemning not that for many years, or for close to 2 years without achievement, they realized that they wasted 2 years condemning another person that have ruled and he's gone, not knowing that he made promise to correct the mistake of that person. Now he wasted years doing all that. That is what these people are doing. So my question is, if we continue like this, what type of country are we going into? So Chike Doziem, you have to retrieve yourself. That statement you make, and before you make a statement, you have to please at least listen to suggestion. Somebody like Simon Ekpa, I'm not saying that he's perfect. He's not a perfect man. It's not everything that he says that I agree with 100%. Some are 60%, some are 50%, some I agree with them completely. But what I love about him, he gives a very sound suggestions that will even bring the zoo to their knee. But if you listen to such people, you grab their suggestions, you can even cut these people and talk to them. This thing is it's a teamwork. Making other people look stupid. Nobody is stupid. We can respect your orders, even your command and control. If you are doing the right thing, we will be willing to face the command and control with our full mind. But when you do things alone, whether your counsel, whether you even sit down to think, we don't. You come out in public to make some statement that will put our leader in danger. And when we analyze your statements and try to make suggestions and condemn some things you think is not right, you feel that you are being challenged, you are being attacked. No, Chike Doziem. Ejiro, let me not waste too much of your time. So those statements are absurd. They can damage. You see that really that these people, when they came out to say that he will not release our leader, it is not in the position of Buhari to say that we will not release our leader. And somebody is writing here saying that actually should go and beg DOS. This is why I don't like some of my people brothers. You like to beg. You like to beg. Even somebody you are greater than, because you don't know who you are. You don't know what God have deposited inside you. You went and begged a church rat, somebody who is 100 feet below you, behind you. You went and begged such person. Look at Igbo people, our people, not Igbo people. I'm sorry for that, Achebe, please forgive me. Our people.
No, I don't have an issue with that, though.
You don't.
We are one. This one Benin politician, he went to the north to beg Hausa people because he wants to become a governor of Edo State. A lot of them. Can you imagine our Ohaneses?
Yeah, we are coming to that. We are coming to that. We are coming to that, please.
They should.
Yeah.
They should leave my Achebe alone. I believe that Achebe is
don't pity him, or he's strong past them. You did. No, just pity.
If I did do my video, they're blind for comment section. Now, they're blind there. I know they look at.
Okay, thank you so much for all the questions. You've answered them correctly. So I do appreciate that. Now, we are going into the main topic, which is does Biafra have a political power in Nigeria? Is the question. So we would like to analyze some videos. We would like to analyze some videos, then we can talk. Or do you have something to say?
No, I wanted to answer you.
Okay, no. This is just the topic. We are going to. I will ask you some questions. I want to play this video first.
The North, with the population and the vast majority plays that the North will always play the role of a kingmaker in deciding, being a deciding factor in 2023 presidency. And we feel that the best thing we should do is to migrate from the other side of the world to come to this place and interface with the real people who are the people that are holding the masses. Rather than abusive works in classrooms in the delis, that we decided to extend the hand of friendship to the North. Having said that, we ask one question ourselves. What happened to the relationship between Nnamdi Azikiwe and Tafawa Balewa? What happened to the existing relationship between the North and the East? Where did we got it wrong? What happened? What transpired? Is it because that one person somewhere decided to paint Igbos as if we are Biafrans? No, we believe in one Nigeria. The vast majority population of Igbos are residing in 19 northern states. With the highest investments we have in 19 northern, we have about 2.3 trillion worth of investment Igbos that have invested in northern Nigeria. And by so doing, we said no. That's the best thing we have to do is to ensure that we reach out with the fulcrum of the society, the people, Mirima Shetima, to dialogue on the way forward regards to 2023. And moreover, you have heard, or it's not a new agenda, that this is the turn of the Igbo people. And irrespective that our friend here who have been having another diverse opinion that the North must retain power after President Muhammadu Buhari, we say no. It's not something that will come and fight in the delis, or every time we'll be countering what he says. No, let us come and have a persuasive dialogue. And by so doing, we are looking at how do we get here in this mess today in Nigeria. Nigeria has been ravaged by insecurity in the north. It's been extended to the south. In the southeast now, there is no. Today is Monday. The economy is crashing. Somebody somewhere is dead at home, not in Nigeria, and everything is going wrong. What we need is somebody who is of age. We are looking at age. Somebody who can unite Nigeria as Nigerians to be one, and that is why we are here to say that. We believe in one Nigeria, and also we are ensuring that we are persuading our brothers to support us. We are not expecting any response from them now. Let them go and think about it. That the best thing they have to do is to look at competency in 2023. And when you talk of competency, we Igbos have abundance of material resources that can succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. Is it in terms of competence? We talk about our son from Rivers State, the Minister for Transport, Chibika Amechi, who we are preparing to declare very soon. You talk about the versatility and acceptance in the North. You talk about Senator Richard Okorocha, who was even born like Nnamdi Azikiwe was born in the North. You talk about international diplomacy. We have our Minister for Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyama, who has helped President Muhammad to launder the image of Nigeria. When you talk about infrastructure development and this, you talk about the governor of Ebonyi State, Governor Dave Umai. You see, I talk about the managerial skills. You talk about our brother, former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Ipob. We have abundance. We have people who are ready, are committed to serve Nigeria. And what we are begging the North is to come and look at not the region, but look at the quality of candidates. People who are ready to serve Nigeria, people who are ready to continue to salvage the image of Nigeria beyond the way we have descended so low and so, into the abyss of violence, abyss of insecurity, poverty, and all the rest of it. So we are begging the North that they should look at the individuals, not at the region. Because looking at the region will be misunderstood that we want Biafra. Looking at the region will be misunderstood that there will be no confidence for the North to trust somebody from the East. Looking at the region will give us another perception that perhaps will lead us into not having. So why we are saying this is that the North, through the Arewa Consultative Youth Forum, should help us to ensure that the North plays the role of a kingmaker in 2033 and look at the quality of candidates we will be presenting. I must be honest with you, we are going to sponsor our candidates who emerge through the political process in political parties. Ohanes has already mapped out about 10 billion naira to give any candidate who succeeds either in the APC or PDP or any other party.
We have people who do not have an idea of what history was, and all of a sudden came out from nowhere, that were never part of any popular struggle, suddenly began to champion the cause of Igbo cause in the name of Biafra. Some of us took it personal because we believe strongly. At first we thought some of these characters speak for the entire Igbos, until in 2017 we realized that there are just few individuals, probably jobless, headed by another jobless somebody who also championed the cause of, believing that through intimidation, through the support of some myopic politicians, they could fund him to heighten tensions and create unnecessary panics, believing that by some of their utterances and their actions, the North will succumb to some of those blackmails. But oftentimes, what I do is to draw the attention of some of these characters to say that we have come of age. Gone are those days when you use blackmails, intimidations, and harassment to negotiate for politics or for power. Good enough today, we are sitting again when people believe we cannot sit and discuss together as a people. We are talking, and this is a welcome development that a leadership of Wanese will come all the way from the southeast to meet some of us to discuss issues pertaining to 2023, because we know it's time and very timely. You can't deprive people from asking for what they want, and you can't stop them from demanding for what they take. It is their right. But it's either we're going to meet and discuss the issues and agree in principle, or we will discuss it over and over, and until we agree on certain things. Whether it's going to go your way or my way, we still need each other. The most important is that you come, and this your coming has really mended little or major aspect of what we felt in northern part of the country, because over time I've said it, politics is about negotiation. It's about meeting people, discuss, lobby. You don't just sit down in your little enclave, you make noise. Some of us are here, we don't know what is sit at home means. We're in northern parts of the country, it does not affect us. It affects your economic directly or indirectly. But for us, we are comfortable because you cannot declare it at home in northern part of the country, and we said it over time. So it's left for the Igbo kinsmen to rise up above board and checkmate those excesses of these elements for your betterment. Nobody will entrust you with powers when you make it obvious as if you are doing it by putting fears in the minds of people. But by this approach, if this had happened long before now, probably we wouldn't have found ourselves where we are today. As you have earlier said, you have even helped me in your submission. You do not expect me to reply or respond to you that your demands will be answered immediately. We will also go back to make other consultations to speak with our people, consult widely, and discuss issues. Nothing is impossible in politics, but you must change your approaches. You must change your approaches. You must talk to people. You must reach out, lobby people. Then at the end of the day, majority will still have a way, while the minority will still have a say. That's politics. I've been an advocate of democracy for over time. And democratically, I do not understand what this zoning means. I don't understand what zoning means. But I believe in competency. Yes, you said it. I believe in younger generation coming on board. Yes, you said it, because that's my belief too. But whether it's going to be about zoning, that's where I think we're going to differ more. Let us showcase our best. I'm not ruling out what you're asking for, but let us bring our best. Bring your best 11. The not to produce is the best 11 that will meet at the junction. We'll see if yours is better than us or ours is better than yours. Nigeria will decide that through ballots.
Okay. You've seen the video. You see, ridiculous. Very shameful. I just the verse, but they irritate me. Just look at how this man he just went to disgrace us.
You see how this guy buried? He buried. He says about something. He buried them.
What I pick. He said we are begging the North. He said we are begging the North. How can Biafrans be begging the North to give them chance to become the president of Nigeria? Now, let's not forget that these are the same Ariwa Consultative Forum that came out boldly to say that they are giving 100 million, if I'm not mistaken, 100 million as a bounty for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's not forget, these are the same people. Now, I want you to tell me, because the topic says, does Biafra have a political power in Nigeria? Looking at this video, what do you have to say? Mazi Ashebe Paul, thank you.
Thank you, my sister. Let me first of all draw you back to the topic, because that topic will now define what this man did here. And after you judge this man, then in the other way around, you still judge the people who tell that we are going for political solution without any tangible something they are doing. Because now the topic said, do Biafrans has political powers in Nigeria? The answer is no. Biafrans don't have any political powers in Nigeria. Because when you talk about political powers, you mean that you need to go into politics. And you going into politics, you have to be in charge of your region first. So when you say Biafrans, in Nigeria, there is no region recognized by the Nigerian government, by the Nigerian constitution as Biafran. And for them to have that power, political power, that means you are now telling Nigeria the Biafrans need to go back and take over their region to become autonomous. Let me use Spain, for example, to you. There is a region in Spain that are agitating for their own freedom. It's called Catalonia. Catalonia, do you know that Catalonia has a Catalonian president and a Catalonian chairman? Under Spain, Catalonia have their flag. Catalonia have everything that made up a country. The only thing that is lacking in Catalonia is currency and plate number. And that makes Catalonia autonomous. They are operating as autonomous under Spain. So for Biafra to have that...
Do you also know about Basque country in Spain? I think they are also autonomous, Basque country in Spain.
Yes, there is a lot of them autonomous.
Okay.
Okay. Now, after that, let me use these people now has a chance of they can decide with it, because for them they conduct their own election to bring out their leader. In Biafra now, we are not autonomous in Nigeria. You cannot even decide on your own election. You don't have anything, so you are a political loser. When you come to China, there is this place called Hong Kong. Do you know that Hong Kong is a part of China, but people don't know? Hong Kong is under China, but they are autonomous. They are doing everything on their own. So for Biafran to have political power in Nigeria today, they have to first of all request for autonomy, which means you will take Nigeria back to 1960 to 1940, where the Oduduwa will be on their own, the northern region will be their own, the eastern region will be their own, on their own, and everybody will be controlling their natural resources. That means that is when you can have a political power. But when you talk the way Nigeria is now, when you come to the Senate, I mean the lawmaker, the upper chamber, how many senators come from Biafra land? And how many come from the north? How many come from the west? Every state in Biafra land produce only 3 senators. Now, how many states do you have in Biafra land? Then times it by 3. You will not have up to 20 senators. Let me say, highest was, if you have up to 10 states in Biafra land, 3 times 10 is 30, which you don't have up to. Now, in Nigerian Senate, you have 109 senators. Then remove 30 senators out of 109. You will still have almost 79 senators. Where are they from? Meaning that you cannot even make a law in the country. It shows that you are the minority, because like today I said that these people are more intelligent and smart more than the Biafrans. People are arguing. If they are not intelligent and smart, they know that the game of politics is all about number, and they created many states for them and only give us few states, because they know your state, no matter how, they now know how many senators that come from each state and each constituency. So how can you now have a political power? Because you cannot even raise a motion and win any bill in the Senate. Because it's a game of democracy. Majority carry the vote. Now, bring it to the issue of Okechukwu Isi Guzoro. The person you hear his voice is Okechukwu Isi Guzoro, the President General of Ohanese Youth. He said that because not me, they have realized that the North are the real owners of the country, of the nation.
Hey, this is...
And the North are the king makers. But out of his stupidity, he forget that king makers don't have choice to crown a king, because that king is a heritage of from the royal family.
The royal family. Yeah.
That the king makers are under the king. But out of his stupidity and the foolishness, he now tell you that let the North play the role of king makers and also play the role of kings. And he used, I don't know the kind of how would I classify it? To classify the Igbos, he degraded the Igbos, not only the Igbos, everybody from Biafra land. And he sold his own people out in order to know if he will draw the attention of if he can get the presidency.
Yes.
But being smart and educated from Yarima Shatima never allowed him, never give him what he wants. He told him here that he has been into politics, and when he talk about democracy, he have never heard anything about zoning. And he that make it very clear to him that they cannot zone Igbo president anything.
Exactly. The election. And
Yerima told him that for any Igbo man to reach or to qualify to become a president, you need to go and kill everybody that is talking about Biafra.
Yes.
To prove that you want to become our slave, because your people cannot be asking to be. Sorry, I'm coming. Your people cannot be asking for freedom. Why you are coming to take power, that we cannot trust you with power. That shows you that even the Biafrans in the zoo called Nigeria have already know that they don't have anything political power, because they sold their birthright like Esau and Jacob. And if that man is intelligent, he could have think or recall back what bring late Muhammad Buhari into power. What bring him into power is Boko Haram. In 2011, Muhammad Buhari was the spokesperson of Boko Haram, and he categorically told Jonathan that any attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the North.
Exactly.
If these people that call themselves the Ohanese president are intelligent, they could have stand in the back of IPOB to even request for their president, so that they will now have something to be proud of by telling the North that if you don't give us this presidency, we will go with our brothers.
Exactly.
You will speak like a man. Even when you are not together with the IPOB, you use them to speak like a man. But he has shown to us that the same thing Nnamdi Azikiwe did that put us in this mess that we are suffering today. When the Northern people call to go away, Nnamdi Azikiwe come out and beg them that anything they want, they will give to them. Sorry. And they now give him the condition that they will start ruling. And out of stupidity, Nnamdi Azikiwe agreed. He sold their people for unity. The same way Ohanese is trying to do today. Now, you now ask me, why is our governors killing us? The reason each of the governors from Biafra land are killing everyone today in Biafra land, one of the reasons, not only the reason, is because they have promised Hope Uzodinma vice president. They promised Peter be president. They promised Dave Umahi president. They promised Okezie Ikpeazu president. They promised all the whole political elite in Biafra land, the Igbo tribe. They promised all of them president, and they give them a task to carry out. One of those tasks to carry out is, one, to massacre their people, to prove they are a worthy servant. Two, to become a ram. You know, when I say a ram, to be knocking your head on the wall in the name of your prayer. So all of them become there is no single Igbo politician that is a Christian today.
No,
all of them are rams.
Let me bring the picture.
I know. All of them are rams. So all of them turn to rams to become a slave under a slave. You know, the worst thing that will happen to a man is when you become a slave under a slave. When I say a slave under a slave, is that the northern people are slaves to the Britain, and the Igbos now are the slave to the north. So the Biafrans don't have any political power, because until we start identifying our enemy, the only people that will make Biafran has a political power today is IPOB. How can they give Biafran political power? By taking over the Biafra land. You cannot get your freedom without being in charge of your land.
Yes.
The enemy
exactly.
cannot be in charge of your land while you think you can control it. There's no way you can control your land without being in charge. All these governors you are seeing today, if we don't bring one or two down, like the way the northern people are doing, well, when the North will speak, people are afraid, is because the North, when they put you as a governor or their representative to go and represent them, and you are there, represent your personal interest, you will see them. If they come for you, they don't see you, they will take any member of your family.
Wow.
That is, that is why you see that emirs, governors, and senators, even last 2 weeks, we heard that one of the senators were killed by Fulani because he failed to represent them. Why are we afraid of our own leaders? And we love blaming people. So let me round up so that I will give my brother a bright chance to talk. Now, all this issue that you are seeing today, the only thing that will put an end to it is not political solution, rather is action. The Biafran people that want freedom should start taking charge of their land. Anyone that refuses to obey the order of IPOB and the Biafrans in Biafra land should be sent to beyond, and they will use the person to set an example, not all these innocent people that have not committed any crime, and they leave them. So that is all I want to say for now. If Biafrans don't have any political power because they don't know themselves. Thank you. And remain blessed.
Thank you so much. That was a very good a way of analyzing it. I don't think I can do it better than you. So thank you so much. My brother, there is one picture. When you're talking about a picture, I got a picture. I'm going to display the picture on the screen now. And also, you will see that the governors in the East, the elders, the traditional rulers, and the religious leaders, all of them are slaves. They are all slaves to the Fulani. And it seems that what Ahmadu Bello said keeps, continue to function. And these people, they are able to keep to the rules, the legacy of their forefathers. But what happens to us? What is happening to Biafrans today? I mean, our forefathers were not really known to be people who are so cowardized that up to the extent that they have to beg for what rightfully belongs to them. They are begging for it. And the character of these men today have really proven that they are behind the kidnap of our supreme leader. Look at, immediately our supreme leader was kidnapped, they all started campaigning, they all started coming out. Some of them were hiding before, they never want to show up because they are feeling if Mazi, because of Mazi and there's no need for them to come out. If they come out, they're gonna lose. There will be no election. It's gonna tell Biafrans are not gonna vote for them. So for them now, they've succeeded. They are coming out. I want to be a candidate. I want to do this. Dave Umahi came out publicly to tell Biafrans that the world, the Fulanis, that we are not, Ebonyi State is not part of Biafra. This is his own way of paying loyalty to the Fulanis. So we see our people from our land, they are not our elders. I don't consider these people as elders. You see they're going to bow down to do all these things, reverend people who don't deserve your all these things. They don't deserve it at all. But our people, they have let themselves so low, they have become so coward that they are doing all these things just because they want to obtain a ticket for Igbo presidency 2023. And I must tell this guy that we just watched his video, that he must stop using that tribalism term. They don't even know that it's even a killer drug for them. For them to use that term, Igbo presidency, is a killer drug, because it's not only Igbo speaking that we have in the South. So if you are saying Igbo presidency, that means you are telling that it's only Igbos that will vote for you. Of course, we know that election is not going to hold. So now, let me put this this video, this picture on the screen. Okay. Yeah, take a look at this picture. Picture. Okay. Yeah, you see, I don't really know who this man is. If Mazi Achebe, do you know him?
Yes.
What's his name?
Emeka Ihedioha.
Okay.
Oh, the way. Okay, this is he, because I cannot see his face. Wow, can you imagine?
The former governor of Imo State that Supreme Court take away.
We all really wanted, we campaigned for him to win that election.
Exactly.
Eventually he won, but he was removed by the Janjaweed, and he has gone back to the same people who removed him by force. They used the Supreme Court to remove him from the position. You see, our people will never learn. So now, these people, they have sold their souls for internal enslavement. They don't even see themselves as human beings anymore. That is why we, in our generation, we must have to make a difference. They are not the ones to tell us how to rule our life. Our destinies are not in the hands of these men. Our destiny is in our hands. I will decide if I want to remain in Nigeria or not. These men, they do not have the right to tell me you must remain in Nigeria. So the power is in our hands as a people. Comrade Bright, please, what do you have to say? Do you think that Biafra has political power in Nigeria? Of course, you've seen videos, so I'm going to show you more videos. Do you think we have political power in Nigeria? If we do, why are we going to beg the Fulanis? Why are we begging them? Thank you so much.
Ejiro, you know, that video, I have not seen it before. When this struggle started, Nnamdi Kanu started with that some people are coming to, you know, take over the entire Nigeria. And the Homeland Security, the United States Homeland Security also broadcast it on their podcast that these people are coming to Nigeria by force and Islamize it. And what you just show on the video here, it is very humiliating. These people, I mean, the worst thing that will happen to a man is when you are being abused. He leashed that insult, he leashed the humiliation on you, pack it on you, and you are sitting down there. You are even the guy that spoke self. The first Igbo guy that spoke self. He finished he was. I was ashamed of him when he was abusing himself, saying that the North are the kingmaker, that they can play the role of the king and that of the kingmaker. So he have submerged. He have completely. I mean, he have entirely submitted the entire Igbo people under the foots of the Fulanis, and before those other Hausa people, Fulani people that speak now embellished everything. They arranged it for him the way it should be. That shame catch me just now, Ejiro. Shame catch me.
Exactly.
These guys are insane. I mean, chai.
My brother, you never see shame. My brother, never shame, because if you watch Professor John Onyanwodo, he said that before you will touch a Fulani man that he kill anyone in Biafra land, you should first of all touch him. So he is not the first zombie to come out to make such a statement. And the outgoing governor of Anambra State said that if a Fulani man kill a cow, he will pay. I mean, if Anambra man kill a cow, the Anambra man will pay 500,000. And if a Fulani man kill Anambra man, the Fulani man will also pay 500,000. Telling you that Anambra head is equal to a cow.
It's worth 500,000.
So, and that is not the issue. So the issue we are trying to make out here now is that the Igbo men have lost their pride out of money.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you beg a man like you, like what our people are begging now for political solution without doing anything. You are begging. You are begging for your right.
It is still begging. We are still begging.
Fela Kuti say animal want to, that shows our human rights. So we have our rights, but we don't know what we have. So we need to rise up. When we start, then not the other way around.
See, Achebe, this is insane, absolutely insane. And then if these people make this thing anyway, it's good that they come out to show this idiosyncrasy, this idiocy that they just. But Ejiro, I swear to God, I don't want to talk about something like this, because something like this, it gets me very, very emotional. I'm a very, very action person. This something like this, it should be taken care of. Somebody have to do it.
These people, this one is whatever they call him. These people are not taken care of. It is our men,
these people, Ejiro, these people should be taken care of right there in Biafra land.
That is what I'm saying. The people who are for Biafra restoration, they are the people that are going
people
down.
Will be taken care of. All the governors in the southeast will be absolutely taken care of, no matter
the question. The question now is who will bear the cat? Who will bear the? Is it not how they say it?
We will bear the cat. Listen, I told you last time. Achebe, I told you. You people should not be. You people should not be afraid of losing.
Who is taking care of our gallant men, that our people that have been killed? Who is taking care of them?
It's the governors.
Ejiro, wait.
It's the governors.
Yes.
Ejiro, wait. Ejiro, wait.
And when I say it's the governors, because the governors are using some people. You
can lose anybody in this struggle. You can lose me. We can even lose Nnamdi Kanu. We can lose anybody, but it is. At the end of the day, it is going to worth it. We have to put this house in order. This message, these people, is telling the Biafra Ipob to put their house in order, that their people has been taken, their people has been sold into slavery. Just as Babatunde have sold Lagos State. That is how these people have also sold. These Fulani people, they are very intellectual because they are working with the British.
The video is long. It's very long. The video is...
This is a British High Commissioner. That woman will never die well, and that woman is going to die soon. To quote Biama, bear me witness. Nobody is going to kill her, but she will die. She is going to die by fire. Her generation is cursed. The entire British, whoever they are cursed. A generation upon generation upon generation is cursed. The British will fall, and they will never rise again. Since they have decided to practice
for civilized country.
The children of God, anybody
exactly
upon the children of God will never survive. And I'm telling that British High Commissioner that she's going to die a very horrible death. If they come, they can come for me, they can come for my family, they can come for anybody.
They don't care. They don't care about what you are saying. They've heard more than this.
They will die a very horrible death.
There was a time. Do you know that
this
it was
woman
last
is
2
jumping
years?
around into different places.
Last 2 years,
have you not been seeing it with Igbo senators? She is the one perpetuating these things. What relationship does a commissioner have with the people of Nigeria?
Mazi Bright, how come she cannot convince you to be enslaved? How come you don't accept her message?
My sister, nobody can try that nonsense. I rather die.
Okay, so why you blaming her? You don't have to blame her.
Because
it's just
the mental maturity that you have, the mental development that you possess today. These people do not have it. They are miseducated, and probably they have never traveled out of that place you are. Do you think they are with themselves senses? Somebody who have eaten Fulani cows that young small boys have slept with, Fulani boys are fucking. That is what these people eat. You think that somebody who came out, an Igbo man, came out to make this statement, do you think that that person is okay? And you know, what are you telling me? Somebody that this guy that talked just now, do you think that this guy is alive? This is a walker, a walking dead. That this person is not alive, Ejiro, and you don't expect them. Look, these people are not who you think they are, Ejiro. These people that told you they are insane, they are not with their senses.
Did you hear what the guy said? The Yarima. He said it's true that you can't deprive a people from asking for what they want. So they know that you can't deprive a people.
Speaker deprive himself from what he wants. He doesn't know what he wants. He don't know himself.
Yes, he's even sending a message to him that you have the right to demand for what rightfully belongs to you. Let me tell you. Do you know that the Fulanis they ask for Sharia law in the north? They agitated very, very strongly. They agitated. They will storm the street, and Obasanjo was forced to accept to give them a Sharia law. And none of us from the south, none of the governors, the elders, kicked against it. It was peacefully. No, now we're talking about one Nigeria. How can you have one country, one constitution, but you have two laws? The law in the north is different, the one in the south is different, and yet you want to force everybody to continue to live together. And excuse me, let me round up. These useless men, these stupid idiots who go to them cannot remind them of that. Biafrans have the right to fight for Biafra because at the time, you people always, you also called for a Sharia law which was given to you. So you people have already divided Nigeria by yourselves. They divided the country, but there is nobody that could give them that argument that Nigeria has already been divided. If you want Biafras to remain in the country, retrieve your Sharia law. Let the Sharia law be stopped. Let everybody practice secularism. You will see that if we give them this condition, I think something will happen. But no, they will not do it. They are going to beg for what belongs to them.
Fulani does not beg for anything. Fulani does not understand anything. The only thing that Fulani understand is what he wants. And that is what Biafran people stand for too. We stand for Biafra. The only thing we have with these people is our Biafra. In short, it will get to a point where we will not be talking about Biafra. It is either you kill us or Biafra. It will be taken by force. We don't need these people. They don't need us. These people. Do you see what happened just now, Ejiro? Do you know the level of magnanimity that these people, that this Igbo man, my brother, came out to say this thing upon himself? I mean, I'm out of this program, Ejiro. I need to travel right now, and my train is going to come out by 1 a.m. and the time is almost.
Okay, you're traveling. You're leaving us
now. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
I'm going to a place and.
Okay, I have another Fulefu born slave video to play. Let me play it fast so that I can free Mazi Ashebe since he's not feeling too strong.
I also spoke to our father about the insecurity in Southeast, and I pleaded with him, of course, thanking him for receiving Chief Mbazulike Amechi, who went to discuss about political solution with Mr. President. Mr. President is a man that listens, is a man that has love for the nation, and when you are disciplined, you could be misunderstood, but you must forge ahead.
This one,
because you're only answerable to God first. And so I thanked him, and I re-echoed that this is the desires of the leaders of Southeast for a political solution without prejudice to whatever is the judiciary process. And I believe strongly that the leaders of Southeast should initiate that, provided there are no further hate speeches, there are no further violence and killings. And my position for Southeast governors is that anyone that wants to cause insecurity in Southeast must be crushed. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. The economy has been destroyed, and we wonder about it. If not the grace of God, Southie would have been destroyed before other regions in the entire Nigeria. This is very little, insignificant percentage of the people of Southeast they were dishing out those hate speeches. The Igbo man is a builder, he's not a destroyer. And let nobody be afraid of the presidency of an Igbo man. There is nobody from Southeast who will become president that will not work for the greater unity of this country, because we have investment everywhere. If anybody is telling you about Biafra, first and foremost, I have been saying it, Chief Elechi said it, Ebonyi State will never be part of Biafra. We are not Biafra. We've been so oppressed, and now we are finding our feet, and you want us to go back. We will not. We are better in a fair and equitable Nigeria.
Oh.
And we are not going anywhere.
Oh.
We are not going anywhere.
In fact, this man is so annoying, honestly. Oh, goodness. Okay, now, this man have already displayed, he has confirmed that we do not have political power in Nigeria. He has declared. And he mentioned some other people, some names, people that, are that also have the same view as him, that Ebonyi State is not part of Biafra, is not a part of Biafra. So when we have this kind of people, what do you think? What is our hope of getting Biafra? Because, these governors and these elders, they are all under the Fulani Caliphate. They are working for the Caliphate. What is our fate of really achieving this Biafra? What do you think we can do to have Biafra? Because the challenges are just too much. The enemies are too much. And these are people who are into the Nigeria political system. They are the rulers. They have, if, for example, these people are in support of Biafra, we know that Biafra will not be talking here. It would have been easy. Now, what do you think we can do to this kind of people?
Thank you. Like David Umahi, he's a human being, and like I always tell people that every human being have right.
Yeah.
You have the right to be stupid. You have the right to be wise.
Exactly.
So David Umahi, he's supposed to know that he and his family, if there are 5 in their family, they only have 5 votes when the referendum comes. So he speak for himself, not for Ebonyi. So if he tell you that Ebonyi is not part of Biafra, where is Simon Ekpa come from?
That's a good one.
We know. So where we have many people, even majority of ESN, and they're not part of Ebonyi people. And they will have IPOB there. So it's 1 man, 1 vote on referendum. So like this ones now, I am not bothered about them. I am only bothered about what we that want the Biafran, what we are doing to get that Biafran. Because these people you are seeing there, they are the minorities. How many governors are in the East? We have only 5 governors from different 5 of the state. Then how many senators? 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. So how many House of Representatives and the House of Assembly? So total of political leaders, including local government chairman and the councillors, they are not up to 1,000 in the East. And the Igbos, I'm not talking about the Biafra Coastal region, the Igbos are up to 50 million. Let me just use 40 million or 30 something million. 30 something million. And the 1,000 people is telling you that they don't want Biafra. It's 1 man, 1 vote. So if 1,000 people vote against Biafra and 1 million vote for Biafra.
Yeah, but they have they are in position and they are using money to influence the youths.
Yes, in terms of Biafra to come, you don't need money and you don't need to influence any person. What you need is to implement action that will show, to register that you are willing to fight for your freedom. Because IPOB is only Mazinamikan that have demonstrated that he wants freedom. Freedom comes with a huge sacrifice. Freedom comes with a pride. Any place that don't suffer to get their freedom don't value their freedom, especially in Africa. Now, when you say they have the political powers, you have to get them involved. How can you get them involved? Economic sanction, civil disobedience.
Exactly.
Is the only solution. So when they think they have the powers, then for you not to affect your people, you sanction them with economic sanction by stopping the generating of revenue, so that your people will be going market and be doing their business freely without paying any tax. Let us see how they will generate the money. Like what I said from the beginning, you cannot get your freedom without being in charge of your territory.
Your territory, yeah.
So for Biafra to be restored, I will see Biafrans being in charge of their land. They will be the people to determine who comes in and who goes out, who lives and who stays. You cannot be under control of your enemy and they think you are doing well. So for these people, like the first 2 months, that, let me say the first month, yes, the first 2 months Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. You see that almost all the governors started speaking about Biafra and looking for solution. All of a sudden, something happened, and all of them went back and be talking about political solution and 2023 election. Do you think that if that hand that we use the first month and second month is the same hand we use to enter the 4th month, do you think that Nigeria will not be talking about referendum today?
Yeah, exactly.
They will be talking about other people, and we could have encouraged other people, because during that time you see Middle Belt rising up, you see Oduduwa rising up, but immediately we go for political solution. The first thing that comes to Oduduwa people's mind is that Igbos is trying to bargain with Igbo presidency, and you know that Tinubu is coming. They have to go back and rally around their own people.
Exactly.
And that is what killed the morale. And before we know it, they penetrated the IPOB with a huge amount of money, and everybody was started talking what I cannot understand. So for this issue now to stop, for us to move forward, the leadership need to go back to their drawing table and know you have to get these people involved, not by begging, not by peace, but by force. Because freedom is all about force. It's not all about peacemaking. It's after the show of force. Both the enemy and you will be sweating blood. The enemy will be looking at you with eye of abeg na me will come in a round table. You will be looking at your enemy there with eye say me will come in a round table. That moment, if even if it's 10 years speaking, call you, come, let's make peace. Both of you will rush for the peace, because you have fight you have exhausted every energy you have in you. You will be looking for someone to separate you. So as it is now, we have not put up a fight. The only person that have put up a fight is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And everybody is trying to hide under the grace of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be famous. And that is why the struggle seems to be going backward instead of going forward. Because when you check it, if you check it, the first 2 months, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition that we started implementing extraordinary measures. You see human rights organizations, some of them start speaking out. The international bodies started warming up to get involved. All of a sudden, the movement, the leadership just fall like a dick that go 5th round. Sorry.
You don't start, Abi. This one I know the old woman where breast don't flat finish. Oh goodness. Hi. Well, please don't use that bad language here.
It's very annoying the way our people will go down without fighting like a man. Like me, I don't give up on what I believe. So the truth now is that if we want for Biafra to be restored, and before you will see this Biafra of a team, where you will know that is now 80 to 90% to clock, you will see something like many international bodies speaking up, demanding to know what is going on in Nigeria.
Yes.
Demanding to know what is happening in that place. Demanding for
exactly.
clarification. And
There's
you
no
will see
nobody's creating awareness that something is happening.
The question will now come: where is your boundary? Who and who we join you for this thing you are talking? You will now know the area you can. Because as it is now, apart from the 1967 to 1970 war, we don't know our boundary. Because like we said that Edo is part of Biafra. I don't see Benin as part of Biafra because they never are. In the 1967.
No, Mazi said part of Edo, which is the
yes,
side
part of Edo. When you say part of Edo, like Ibanke, Ibanke and Ebele,
yeah,
they are part of Biafra because when you see the name, you see that this is Igbo name, not a.
They speak Igbo, yeah.
Yes.
Speak.
You will see that these people are not because they divide the state. That's when they now join those people to Edo State. Yeah. But you see Benin particularly, Benin is an Oduduwa land.
You don't. I beg no bring that topic. I know there for. I know there for.
No, I am just giving you history.
Yeah, yeah, but that's another topic.
They have the right during the time of referendum. They have the right to choose where they will belong.
They belong, yes, of course.
Yes, they have the right.
But do you know when Amateku was created, they did the Oduduwas, they didn't include Benin. They didn't include Amateku in Benin. It shows that Benin is not part of them.
Benin is confused.
Oh, Mazi. Okay, anyway, let me ask you this question. You know, this some of our eras are saying that the reason why they are calling for political solution is because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's security. So they are feeling that if we should continue to do civil disobedience, they are going to kill our supreme leader. Is this an excuse? How does sitting at home, a civil disobedient, warrant the Fulani to say, okay, we will kill you because your people are sitting at home or they are doing a civil disobedience? And also, this guy, Yerima Shatima, said that the sit-at-home does not affect them. Don't you think this man is just lying? How can he say that the sit-at-home does not affect them when all the resources that are being used to build infrastructure in the north and all other places is from the south?
You know,
and this guy cannot even challenge him.
Yes, you know, when what give Yerima Shatima the impetus to say what he said is the person that presented the issue to him. Because when you say that sit-at-home is not affecting you, when there is a sit-at-home, will you import your cow in the east to come and sell?
Your onions and all that, exactly.
All your goods, will you bring it to sell? Automatically, your people are sitting at home in the north. You are not coming to the east. So if he said that it's not affecting them, he just studied the foolishness that is coming out from Okechukwu Guzoro, and he capitalized on that his foolishness to tell him whatever he said, and that is what happened there. So the issue of our leaders' security, as a Biafran or as an IPOB, everybody, what we should be bothering about is if you free our leader today, where will he be? If you free him without Biafra restoration, where will our leader stay? Because definitely, me and you know that coming out, he cannot go to Afaruku to stay.
It's very risky.
What happened in 2017? They can go there and kill him and say that it's a non-government, because up to today,
yes,
you know, they will tell you that it's a non-government that attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor's compound. They have not identified the lawyers, the soldiers till today, for them to face their justice. And if you say if he comes out, they will give him security, that security will kill him, because the security will be working under Nigeria. So the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in the Biafra restoration. The Biafra restoration will give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu total freedom. So, like I stated before, if I were to be in charge, what I will be doing now is asking for Biafra referendum. Because once Biafra got their referendum, automatically Mazi have getting their his freedom. So, but I don't think the leadership understand the game. The North are in charge, and they are fully in charge of the game. So we must acknowledge that, and that is why you see every Igbo man, every Biafran person is begging them for peanuts, begging them for the water. When you see Devil man, he is speaking because he want to contest for presidency. He want to assure the North that I am equal to the task. I can wipe out Ebonyi State for me to become president. When you see P2B speak, the same thing applicable to him. When you see others speaking, you will see that the same thing are applicable to those people. So the only solution Biafra have now, I keep on saying it, is for us to take this war to the politicians, involve them. We must involve them. Protest is no longer the solution. We have grown past protest.
Yeah, we cannot continue to protest.
So you have to put up a fight, not by carrying gun or this thing. You have to challenge them. It's either they give us what we want or let them move out of Biafra land. If they fail to move out, we send them to their to meet their ancestors. There's no two ways about it, because we have seen many people do it in the past.
So thank you so much. There is this video that is trending today. I think it's today. I would like us to take a look at it and discuss it briefly before we call it a day.
Do this, we will not
Another,
agree.
this is also from is a Biafran. All the time they are always behaving as if
Okpara called for secession.
Several
other groups have asked for secession. Azikadakaburu started his own secession. At all times, the solution to secession is not to become bullish. The response to it is to invite the people and start discussing with them and find out why they are doing so, and be patient and agree with them and discuss and convince them why they shouldn't do so. And I must say that it is not an offense for anyone to call for secession. I did so on the floor of the National Assembly as a member of House of Reps in 2005. I called for the creation of the sovereign state of Biafra, and the heavens did not fall. The DGSSS at that time, I sent a letter because Obasanjo wrote a memo about me and asked him to invite me. But I said I will not come. It is within my right as a legislator to do that on the floor of the House of Representatives. If I don't do it there, where else do you want me to do? Do you want me to carry arms? So all of you must get used to having people say that they are so sick and tired and they want to leave. It's not a big deal. And let us even follow it. The truth remains, like our elder statesman, Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed has said, that we are moving close towards Somalia and Afghanistan. I agree. He is very, very correct. The only difference between him and I is that I want to opt out of it. I don't want to wait until we get to Somalia, because we are moving too fast towards Somalia. When we get to Somalia, it would have been too late. I am saying, please, those of you who want to continue with them to Somalia, please follow them. Those of us who are opting out of the boat and we don't want to go to Somalia, I want to do what? Go to the right. That's a simple argument. And I don't see why it should be offensive to anybody. Because the combined effect of the provisions of the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights and the African Charter and our Constitution definitely makes it clear that anybody can make an agitation for self-determination, and that there is this blackmail by...
Okay. Do you know this man used to be a former senator?
Exactly.
Yeah. So now, what he's saying, do you agree with what he said?
Yes. Yes, I agree, because when he raised that issue is during the time of Uwazurike, during the time of Mazo. So he raised the issue of that referendum, but unfortunately, Uwazurike failed him, because if he was to be in the time of Mazinam, the man can still speak, because he has been an outspoken man right from time. So if we can get one of him in the Senate, he will still make it. And you remember that.
But we have a Baribe. We have a Baribe.
We have a Baribe, but it has a limit, because he have committed a lot. So there is something like we have a Baribe. If a Baribe will not be the person to raise the issue, because he have committed himself to the struggle on many things. As a serving senator, he shouldn't be committing to that extent. So what I expect from other people now, like we have Ike Kuremadu, is to raise the motion why Abaribe will now support him and others will start supporting. So, but the problem now is that the current senators and people, our representatives now, have already taken an oath to become a slave. So they have a certificate of slavery under the Northern Airlight now. So those people cannot speak because of what they have swallowed. So what we can, the only way we can make them to speak now is to force them to speak, block their source of income, the source of power, render them useless before their slave master. And then the slave master will now tell them, you are no longer in charge of the East. But we are not ready.
We are not ready because the governors are talking about political solution. They don't hide it anymore. They come in the public. And we, Biafrans, we are talking about political solution. So what's the difference between them and us? What's the difference?
With the question now is, anyone telling you political solution on what ground? When you say political solution, Igbo presidency is a political solution. Ejiro presidency is a political solution. Restructure is a political solution. Senate president is a political solution.
Of course, you know that is for Igbo
one Nigeria is a political solution. So they must tell you the type of political solution. And when you talk about restructuring, what type of restructuring? So they cannot tell that we are working on political solution without letting the people know that we are working on political solution. Because what they are trying to do now is that when the political solution failed woefully beyond repair, they will not tell you that we never call for political solution. That is the only thing I see there, so that they will be able to deny it.
But for me, I believe the idea of political solution is just to gain time. It's to gain time because they really need this presidency election. They need it. They need it so badly, and it's just so glaring that they took our supreme leader because of this election. And the only way we could help him out, the only way we could really prove to these useless people who call themselves governors is for us to continue to show to them that power belongs to us. But now, as it is, power does not belong to the people of Biafra. Power belongs to so few individuals because they are the one controlling now. We don't control anything. The only thing we control, they have taken it away from us. So that is why I'm just asking this question: how are we going to get Biafra when the people of Biafra, our voice is being suppressed? Now, are we? Democracy is the voice of the people. When you are going to contest for an election, you expect the majority to vote for you to be able to win the election. Now, the majority of Biafrans are sitting at home. This is something that is working. Why is their voice being suppressed, oppressed? I mean, why is it that? Does it mean that power belongs to the leadership or power belongs to the people? This particular, I want you. What do you think? Why is it like that?
At this moment now, the power belongs to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafrans, but for the people to, this is not a democracy something. The struggle is not a democracy. And the what everybody is looking up to now is who wear the crown, who the cap fit, who have the head. But one thing is for sure, I have studied everything that is going on now, and I know that Biafra is here. It's remained a little. Just God have answered our prayer, but are we ready to take up what we ask God? So what will lead to this very thing now is this Igbo presidency, because it's dead on arrival. Igbo man can never rule Nigeria. It's a curse.
They will not. No, they will not.
They will never
accept.
Because they are waiting when because even if there's a free and fair election, which Igbo man will come out that Igbo people will vote for him?
Nobody.
Is it P2B that massacred our people in Oji River? Or is it Devil Mahi? Or is it Hope Uzodinma?
They are all wrong candidates.
So all of them, our people don't love them. So the only way we can tell these people, the only solution Biafra have now is civil disobedience. Or if not, we will now wait until the northern people now give us Biafra. Because even them themselves, they still have shiko for their head. They don't even know when they will break the country. They will be the one to break the country with their power touch. But if not, the next president is either Tinubu or Atiku. I don't see any Igbo man as a president.
Is Atiku contesting?
Yes, he's coming out from PDP.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
So,
for the primary.
They don't cancel primary. They will just do it from their. I don't even know how they do it now, but very soon you will see it. Why Tinubu will come from APC?
Another lifeless.
Another ancestor. So okay. My sister, before I round up, let me say this thing. You see everything that is happening in IPOB today. The leadership led by Chike Doziem still have the chance to repair every damage.
You think so?
He have the chance to repair everything that have damaged in IPOB.
But there's ego.
But pride will not allow people to do that. So, and I am still calling on them to do the needful. Because what matters now is Biafra restoration, not your position. When Biafra is restored, your position, nobody will recognize your position. So, and I want to throw this word to everyone. If they have, maybe you were sacked in IPOB, whether wrongly or rightly, don't take that as opportunity to make the DOS the topic of every day. Rather, see that as a test for you to remain resolute and double your effort in the restoration of Biafra. Because like I always tell people that we have said a lot about the weakness of the leadership. We must not become APC that use 6 years to castigate PDP without doing anything. This is time we will be implementing what we think is right thing to restore Biafra. Without the attack, too wrong cannot make right. So I just want to tell people that your sacking is not end of the road, but when Biafra is restored, you will see you will benefit anything that you want to benefit in Biafra land. So we must learn how to move on. That does not mean that if the leadership starts doing something wrong, that you will not address it.
Of course.
You must, but to make it a song of the day every time, we need to move forward. So, and I want Biafrans to remain resolute and focus on the ball. That ball is Biafra restoration and the freeing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what I will say for now. And you must not give up. And for those of you asking me, where do you belong? Or this, I don't belong to any party, and I love what everyone is doing. If you know you are genuine and you know you have what it takes to restore Biafra, keep on doing it.
Mazi Ashebe, there is a caller. Yeah, go ahead, Mazi.
Okay, my brother Achebe, I greet you. This is Mazi Raphael Chamakajeri.
My brother, greetings.
I just want to, I greet you, my brother. I just want you to hear, understand something. I know from the angle you're seeing it that Mazi Chikedo and the DOS, they can still repair whatever damages that is going on. It is true that they can repair it, but the truth is that they are not going to repair it. Do you think that what is going on now, it is not a matter of pride. It's not a matter of their dragging position. It has gone beyond that. It is only somebody that is not seeing, with the third eye, that will still be looking at what is going on as, this people dragging position. It is no longer position. There is something deliberately going on. Because if it is as a matter of position, I believe that they would have left that thing aside because of the damages that have gone on already. The damages they have done, it is so bad that they would have said, okay, let us forget about all this position. What Chinas Anworu is doing, he's not doing it because of his position. He's doing what he's doing because of the game plan. Look, I am not somebody that comes to accuse people, or maybe I want to come and say, because I'm on the side of this person, let me stand on that side. No. This afternoon, when we were doing program, you did program today. In fact, the program you did today on your platform is the best program I've ever listened to you. You know why? Because most of the time you talk a lot of wisdom, a lot of sense. You understand? A lot of sense you make. But only that we cannot agree in everything. But the truth is that you need to look at the picture, the true picture. Consider the fact that even Simon Ekpa called Chike Doziem and told him, please, let us pretend as if nothing has happened. Let's pretend. Let's come to my platform. Let Biafrans know that we are still together, so that everything will be repaired and move on. Do you know that Chike Doziem refused and declined? Why do you think that if Chike Doziem doesn't, is not playing the foul play, that there's no foul play on the ground, do you think that Chike Doziem will not consider the fact that, because of all these things that have happened so far, let me come on the platform of this guy? At least at that time, Simon Ekpa was still fronting Chike Doziem and fronting them as the leadership of this struggle. At that point, he was still telling people you have to obey the leadership at that point. And Chike Doziem vehemently refused to come and play along with Simon Ekpa. And Simon Ekpa, Chike Doziem cannot deny the fact that Simon Ekpa means well for the struggle. Chike Doziem knows very well that Simon Ekpa did not sell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chike Doziem knows very well that Simon Ekpa is not the problem that Ipob is having. But Chike Doziem is deliberately keeping quiet and allowing all these errats to continue to do the damages that has taken this struggle to where it is now. You understand? I know that nothing can stop Biafra. And I also know that DOS can never ever repair the damages they have done. It is not because they don't want to repair it. It is because they know something has gone wrong that they cannot own up publicly to tell Biafrans that look at what we have done. Look at the reason why we are doing what we are doing. I am not part of the people that will come and tell you that Chike Doziem collected money. I'm not part of the people that come and tell you that so and so person collected money, because I have no evidence to it. But I am very sure that Chike Doziem is compromised. Whether it is by collecting money or by threat or by whatever, he is compromised. The person that I can vividly tell you that he is completely monetarily compromised is Chinas Anworu. Chinasa Nworu is not only monetarily compromised, Chinasa Nworu is into something very evil and wicked. And I don't know why people cannot see it. So forget about whether they still have the chance. Even if they have the chance, they will not do it because something is wrong and it is vivid and clear. I don't know how else to explain it. The truth is that I know that the kind of heart that you have, I'm not trying to patronize you. I'm not trying to patronize you, but I know you have a pure heart for the Biafra restoration. I know that for sure. So, and this thing that have happened to you by them coming out to fuck you, because people like us, they might have a very genuine reason. Say, because Raphael is a principal officer and is coming out to cause Chika Dozem and cause Chinas and Wool, they will say, okay, this is my proof. But what will they say that you that you have done? Because most of the time that you come out, you even speak in their favor.
Exactly. That's why I'm even surprised. Exactly. He was speaking in their favor.
You keep telling them, you are one of people that keep telling everybody that you will never take instruction from any other person but the leadership. You keep saying it, but yet they suspend you and they put your name in a memo and they did not come to you. Me personally, my coordinator Jackson spoke to me several times. My national, which is Ogoro, I spoke with Ogoro. He spoke to me, but I still took my stand because I know I am standing for truth. But they didn't come to you. They didn't ask you. They didn't tell you, look at what you have done, retract your step. But yet you're still giving them the benefit of the doubt that they can still repair it. Is it not clear? It's just like Asante Kubo told you. How many times will they tell you that Nigeria is not for you? How many times will they tell you before you know that these GOS can never make it right? They can't. They can't make it right. Anyway, thank you guys for what you're doing. Ejiro, I appreciate you. God bless you, Mazi Achebe Paul.
Thank you so much, Mazi.
Thank you. All right. God bless you. My brother Raphael, you're a strong man, but I must tell everyone that is listening to me that why I am not bothered about my sacking is because I am not working for anyone. So that's the reason why I am not bothered. And the sacking, I want to use it to prove to the people who think by sacking me is a way of silencing me that or making me to deviate from what I believe, that I still know what I am pursuing. I am only after Biafra. And I know a time will come. Like I have forgotten. Is it, my sister? Are you not the one who asked me if they call me for IPOB, whether I will go back?
Yeah. Exactly.
So me, I don't need anyone to bring me back in IPOB again. What I need is to just, if they see it right that they sacked me wrong, let them just go to Radio Biafra and say that I was wrongly sacked, and I'll continue making what I am doing because that is only thing I'm not after any person, and I don't think any person can reward me for Biafra restoration. The only reward I am waiting for is Biafra restoration. So yes. I really thank every one of us who make their time to contribute one thing or the other to make sure that Biafra is restored. So, and I will encourage everyone to continue to stand where they stand today. And I must tell you that Simon Ekpa is a great man. He's a great man because for him to resist all the whole attack up till now, it shows that he's a man. It's the only few people that can withstand the attack.
Yeah.
And other people, me myself, I don't have problem with anyone. So I thank my brother Raphael for his word and his own idea. It's understandable. But like I took an oath to fight for Biafra restoration, not to defend the DOS or to attack Simon Ekpa.
Exactly.
I want to maintain that oath to fight for Biafra restoration. Biafra is restored. So on this note, I will drop the curtain down here.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you some other time. Yeah.
Thank you. And remain blessed.
Thank you, Mazi. So our comrade has left. I don't know what's happening with my application, that I cannot even see comments, and there's no way I can post my number here. Our brother that just called has my number. That's why I was able to call. So I cannot post link. I cannot post the number. The thing just freeze. It's saying that you can't post comments cannot be post. You can't send message. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna work some other time. I will try to see if I need to update or something like that. So my people, we have all heard the brief conversation I had with our brother Mazi Achebe Paul. I was so surprised that day that his name was mentioned, because I know that he has been very defensive when it comes to, people attack him. Even they say a lot of things. Oh, you are defending DOS. Why are you defending DOS? But it doesn't even. He didn't even care. He kept saying what he was saying. He stood firm, and he said, if there's anything that DOS did wrong, I'm gonna say it. If they did something good, I'm gonna say it. So he was just standing at the right path, not trying to behave like a zombie. A zombie is somebody that even if somebody is doing something wrong, you continue to support that person because you like the person. Like sometimes I do say it also when Simon Ekpa do something, I will say, oh, this one I know I agree with you, Mazi, please. So it's not everything because you like somebody, everything that person says you agree and you propagate it. You'll be supporting it, even when it's evil. Just like today, we see how some people are rejoicing. They said that the fake ESN has been killed. Why are you so evil? Why do you support evil? I don't understand. Look at what is happening in the north. These people are defending their own. They are protecting their own. The Shegumi and all these people, they are defending their own. They are going. Look, if we Biafrans, if we don't really hold firm, stand firm, and start to work with all the gospel of Mazuna, they can. What are the gospel? These gospels are there. The preachings are there. As Christians, for us to be able to remain consistent, we go to the Bible and we read the Word of God. It will revive us. It will give us inspiration. But when you don't study the Bible, you find yourself that you're already going out of the way of God. That is how it is also in this struggle. When you don't want to go back to listen to all these messages, you don't expect him to be there and be telling you what and what. This is what. Remember in 2015, remember in 2019, I did a broadcast or so thing. Go and listen to it and act with it. We don't expect Mazi to give any order like we should continue to sit at home. In the security, for Mazi to come out, it is even Biafra should disobey Mazi. Disobey him for his freedom. Look at the Northerners. What do they do? When Northerners, when the youth, they want something, they don't listen to their governors. They don't listen to their leaders. They will come out fully and they will do what they want to do. Remember the Sharia. Do you see governors coming out to say they want Sharia? It was the youth. It was the youth in the north that did it. They came out, every day they were coming out to say they want Sharia, they want Sharia. Eventually, they frustrated Obasanjo. He had no choice. Why was it that when these people were asking for Sharia, the northern governors, they kept quiet? They were in support of it. They were pushing them from behind. Continue to do it. They will give it to us because all of them have one agenda. You see Boko Haram, you see ISWAP, you see the bandits, the governors, president, all of them, they have one agenda, is to Islamize all of us. By using people from our the governors, the elders, people like Ohaneze and Digbo. Who are these people? Are they human beings? Do they have brain? What kind of human brain do they have? So whether we like it or not, we must stand up as a people and take that what rightfully belongs to us. You must sacrifice to get something. If I don't go to work, money will not be paid in my account at the end of the month as salary. Would they give you free salary? You must work to earn your salary. But we We say we are waiting for political solution. They are going to keep Mazi if we don't do something, Biafrans. If we don't do something, they are going to keep Mazi. Look at all these people coming out, Dave Umaya and the others, coming out to brag that yes, they have sent Ozujo Kalu. I don't know why this man they had me to repronounce Ozujo Kalu. They have sent him, he's appreciating him for going to speak with the president. What will be the result? What is the result? What he came back with what? Nothing happened. They are doing is a strategy, they are delaying. Very soon, don't be surprised. In the month of April, March, May, you will see campaign will start, election campaign. And once it starts, people don't forget about, say that they fight for freedom. Youths, they will give youths huge amount of money. Do you know how much they gave? Asare Dokubo gave to those youths that were recruited? His boys, 150,000 each of them. Hungry youths. And you say they should not collect the money. You say that they should not collect the money. Election is going to be worse. People who are fighting for Biafra, they will turn their back. A lot of them will say, after all, if somebody gave you 200,000, 300,000, 150, or even 50,000, they will collect. They will say, I'm not going to die because I'm hungry. I need money to feed my family. If we don't do something, now once campaign starts, it's going to be disastrous. They are going to recruit more talks. Some of these guys from the court, they are going to recruit them. And there's going to be a lot of killings at that time. So it is now that they are preparing, this is now we are supposed to show them action. We talk about a lot of solutions. We have given a lot of strategies. The pig head, somebody was telling me that you don't have to say it. Fulani, they hide their home when they talk, where they want to want. Pig head not be gone. Pig head not be knife. Pig head is animal. Why would they forbid pig? They are in our land. When we are in the north, they tell us we cannot drink alcohol there. Why would we use our pig too? We use our pig as our weapon. Use it against our enemies. So if Biafrans do not wake up, all these divisions, all these killing, trying to reduce our own youths, we are reducing our youths. Fulani are recruiting from the neighboring country because they need more people. They need more voice. They need more people to fight for them. We are killing our own, all in the name of this is a fake. How can you say somebody is a fake? How can you say somebody is fake? You're a fake Biafra, fake IPOB, fake ESN. How can you be saying things like that? And you say you are fighting for freedom? Are you going to fight the freedom by yourself? Because you have depended so much on political solution. For that reason, you have to kill anybody that comes your way. Kill anybody that disagrees with you. This is wrong. Biafrans have to wake up. I was making a video this afternoon. I don't know what happened. I think somebody was tempered with the video, and everything that I said was not coming out. I was having a very full network. I was outside. My network was full. So people were telling me they were not hearing me. I didn't even know that it was that bad until after the end of the video. I went back and I was listening. I said, wow, somebody have tempered with my video. It wasn't, just, I can't believe it. Because everything that I was saying, they didn't want the public to hear me. They didn't want the public to hear me out. So somebody tempered with the video. Who is this? He said I should go and sleep. Your demon Idu, you are a fool. Alors, Ezeji, you are a big fool. Because you don't even know me. If you know me, you will not call me Idu. You don't know me, and I don't need to even explain anything to you because you have already proven that you are a fool. You are a fool. Lai Mohammed is the one ruling you people. Ekpa, let me block you very fast. Bontrowe people then. Wazurike bandits, Igbo presidency projectors. You people are the ones fighting for Igbo presidency. That's why you people are fighting Biafrans who are sitting at home. Igbo presidency is your target. You will not get it. We will frustrate you. You will not get Igbo presidency. Fake freedom fighters everywhere. You guys just be sending me messages. Look at him. Keep sending rubbish here. In fact, I'm going to block you on Facebook directly. Don't need people like you here. Don't need people like you here. So, what am I saying before this Bontrowe come here to distract me? Freedom is in our hands. Freedom is in our hands. Go and see what is happening in Australia. Come and see what is happening in France. People are in the streets protesting against the government for the health pass. For you to, they are trying, they didn't make it compulsory, but there are restrictions. Some areas you cannot go. The government did not come out to pronounce it that it is a compulsory thing, you must take the vaccine. No. But they told you, if you don't take it, we are not forcing you not to take it, but there are some places you cannot go. And when you know that you need to go to these places, you have to take the vaccine. When you know that at your workplace, everyone there have taken it and you need to take it, if you don't take it, then there's a problem. You have to take it. You don't want to lose your job because you have bills to pay. Children are there to take care of. Families are back home. So, but the people, they stood up and they said, no, we are going to revolt. We are going to fight against it. You don't have to restrict us. You don't have to try to make it a compulsory, an obligation for us to take the vaccine. This is what is happening. People must rise up. People must rise up. Biafrans, I don't want us to regret campaigning for political solution, because the way I'm seeing everything is as if there is no difference between Biafrans and the politicians clamoring for the same thing. We are begging the Fulanis. Let us stop castigating them. I mean, those of us who are calling for political solution, we should stop castigating the governors, because there is no difference. The governors are killing our people. We are killing our people. The governors are calling for political solutions. We also are calling for political solutions. So what is the difference? We have failed Mazi. We have failed our supreme leader. But it's not too late. Wake up. Do something. Let us do something. Let us take action. They wait, make person can't give us freedom. Would they wait and make it same message come? He's the one that will tell us what to do, so that people Fulani will be using it against him. They will be torturing him. They will say you are the one giving all this order. When somebody talk, they say somebody no get sense. Now only una get sense. Una sense when una get so. Now until they go, they run go. They go beg Fulani. All of them, shameless people. They go Fulani. They go beg Fulani. How did we get here? How did we get here, oh my people? All the leaders in the south, whether na Yoruba, they are all going to beg. But even Yoruba even get influence past Igbo, the way I'm saying it. Yoruba, Fulani respect Yoruba past the way they respect us. And yet we are not seeing, we cannot correct it. Something is wrong. The rulers and these people, they have brought themselves so low. Inferiority complex. Cowards. We are here to beg the North that they should give us a chance for us to be able to come out and hey, you we get all here, we get all the mineral resources. Fulani, they be starkly traits that they don't use your oil to brush themselves up. Go school for abroad, come back, no say yes, nothing there abroad. They need to come back to Nigeria, come they embezzle your oil money. You go to beg Fulani. Now they disgrace me, seriously. What a shame. Hi, Mazi, my supreme leader will just be hearing all these things. He could just the shaky head. I weep for my people. I weep for my people. When I know, say, if he dare outside, all these things not going to happen. Now, na connive. One day, it will be exposed. All of you who are among the team that planned it. There are some people that started the plan. There are some people that were used to accomplish it. One day, God is going to expose every one of you. He's going to expose you. Mona, they send the Shika Dozeme, can they give 2 weeks vaccine to Biafrans to calm them down? They don't can't give one. The vaccine goes to expire. When it won't expire now, they will come back again. Radio Biafra, come begin to give vaccine to people. Hey, you know, you people be patient at so time. Why all the long days or the dates all the action that they want to implement. Why don't we start it now? Why would they extend the date to April? Boycott this, boycott that. That will start in April. Why April? When after April campaign will start. By then, year don't end before you know it. They should start it now. Why delaying time? Delay is dangerous. Look now, court case has been adjourned to 16th of February. 16th now, they will come again, they will give us another story. Vaccine will come out, can't tell us again. This is that. 2 weeks, 3 weeks sometimes. Oswald, people, they will say me person no talk. Oswald. I'm not saying this because I resigned, okay? I'm saying it because it's not. I don't understand how people can be so stupid. They can be so foolish. Let me charge my phone. Cannot ask questions. I don't know what is really wrong with this application. I cannot type anything. I'm not seeing any comment that is coming. That's as if comments are not coming, only from my phone. But from this application directly, I'm supposed to be seeing comments. No one comment came. No one. Since the beginning of this program, even the number, I cannot even post it on from here. Or the link. No, nothing. Nothing is working. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but it's okay. It's late already. Tomorrow is Saturday. So my people, I have to go now. I thank every one of you. God bless you. God bless Mazun and the Kanu. I don't talk like Simon. God bless Sunday Go. God bless Biafrans all over the world, the good ones, the ones that have good hearts towards their fellow Biafrans, not the evil ones who are the only thing they are thinking is how to go and kill somebody. They say that person in Sabo, we have to bring him down, we have to eliminate him. Una not they see, una say civil disobedient is they endanger our supreme leader life. You don't know that what you are also saying on social media is even worse. Civil disobedience it does not endanger man's life. It's peaceful. But you threatening to kill another comrade, you are the one that is endangering his life. You see the truth, you want to hide it. You don't want to say it. You don't want to say it. So my people, let me sleep. It's late. I thank you. I appreciate you. May God bless you. I think I have a program. I will have a program tomorrow. Coastal Region, Biafra. We'll be having our program here tomorrow. I think we have tomorrow and we have on Sunday. On Sunday, we'll be interviewing Dr. Nelly. For that person that just asked about Idu, come if you want to know about Idu and about where we stand. Okay? I and my group, the Coastal Region Biafrans. If you want to know where we stand, come. We are going to ask Dr. Nelly a lot of questions, and we believe that Dr. Nelly will clear the hair for you. Okay? You don't judge somebody without hearing from the person. Thank you so much. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. I salute you now. Bye. Kashifu. Here we are. Good night. Get it tomorrow. Bonne nuit. Ciao, ciao.